Hey, good morning, everybody. Hello. Kind of snuck up on us, huh? Little intro. Oh, hello. Here we are.
Here we are.
Oh, man, we are all dragging ass today. I can feel it.
What?
I can feel it.
You're
great.
So excited.
I'm great, dude.
You're great.
I'm
carry the
shot
load.
out of a cannon.
Okay.
Energy up.
I'm awesome.
Learn. Okay, great. Then I misread
Shut up,
the room.
Rizz. We're good, dude.
I misread the room. I'm good. I'm good. Everybody's good. We're good. We're fine. Everything's
Did you do
fine.
some cocaine
Everything's
before the
fine.
show? What's
No,
happening?
2 cups of coffee today.
And I'd say you're doing very normally because you said, man, that's the 3rd time that I've been suggested to watch that movie. I was like, I know. It's been me suggesting this movie
Wait, what
over
was
and
the
over.
movie?
Everything is illuminated.
Everything is illuminated. And you know what? He's
Yes.
telling me to watch this movie. I go, man, somebody told me to watch that. And you go, yeah, it was me
It's
twice.
you.
Yeah, dude. It's me and Scott. We've been pressing this on you for like
Why is
10
this
years.
so good?
Oh, no, it's just funny. And we reference it every once in a while on here. And it's about this Jewish kid that goes back to Ukraine, to his homeland. I was like, there's so many connections in your family.
In my
man.
life, yeah.
You would get more humor than we even get out
He'll
of
just
it.
watch 30 minutes of it and get done with it and then tell everybody it sucks.
That's probably right. I just thought it was par for the course.
I'm very tender about you not watching Pretty Woman still.
Because I didn't like it.
I don't care.
I don't like it.
I don't care. You watch a movie.
I don't like it.
Long overdue movie review, dude. We're trying to have a fun
don't
segment
like
on the
it.
show. Do it for the people.
She watched your movie.
I did.
Yeah, but that's a good movie.
It was all right. I mean,
Goodfellas?
it was fine.
Get
Held
out
up.
of here.
If held up, I mean, it's not a movie that I want to watch again. That's for damn sure.
Where's Goodfellas, the musical? When's
That's
that
true.
coming out?
Is there a musical
we
version of Pretty
should
Woman?
write that. Yeah.
Of course there is.
That's how you know it's a classic.
It's part of pop culture, dude.
Are you talking to me?
Go get your shine
papers,
box.
the papers.
Go get your shine box.
Get your shine box. Go get your shine box. Get your shine box.
You should have kept watching because at 31 minutes, it gets incredible.
Am I a clown? Do I amuse you?
Whoa, sorry. I'm just saying, it's part. You like pop culture. You're a very
don't
well versed
like
man.
it.
Can I give you
didn't
another
like
movie
it.
to watch?
Something I would actually enjoy.
I don't know what that means.
How would you know if you enjoyed it or not if you didn't complete the thing?
Exactly.
That's right.
He's
Pile
just
on.
being,
Because the first 30 minutes, it was a snooze fest.
Maybe that's on purpose so you could really be wowed in the
not a
last
snooze
60.
fest.
You didn't even get to the makeover scene, dude.
It
When she's
was caca
buying
poo-poo.
clothes. Huge, big mistake.
Get in the trunk.
Caca.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen 10 Things I Hate About You
Was that with Heath Ledger?
and Julia
Because
Stiles?
you're
Loved it.
covering 9
Okay,
out of
great.
those
Loved
10.
it.
We can just mark that one off my
Loved
list. Eternal Sunshine. You've seen
Well, saw it.
Michelle Gondry.
Saw it. Not going to say I loved it.
That's fine.
I know that's your
It's beautiful.
that's your
movie.
jam.
Yeah.
Saw it, enjoyed it.
Okay.
Don't need to see it again.
You don't need to like every movie that we suggest. I'm just saying, like, you guys are giving me movies to watch. That's great. I will watch them all. In fact, if this needs to be my segment where I just watch all these dude movies and give the review, I'm down.
What do you mean by dude movies?
Well, it's like Goodfellas is like a dude
Is that
movie.
a dude movie?
I like the love story until he cheats on his wife. And then I was like, what a douche.
And what a happy ending, huh?
Yeah.
I will pistol whip this man for you. He pistol whipped this man for
I'm
me.
in love.
When she hid the gun for him,
That's love.
that's love.
I know.
Love is a hidden gun. That's the name of the song.
I like the
Yes,
Sopranos.
that's
First
Love is a
song we're
hidden
gonna write.
gun.
Love is a hidden gun.
Yep.
Trademark. RizzShow. That little R
Love is a
stands for
hidden
Rizzuto.
Gun. Yeah. Well, anyway.
You should
I'm
have
not
Pretty
going to finish
Woman.
it. I'm going to be honest with you. I
That's fine.
hated it. I hated it.
All right. Do you want to do another movie, though? Like, would you like me to suggest another one
Go
for
ahead.
anyone in the room? I think you should watch The Notebook.
No.
Okay. Why? This is very one-sided
you know
fun.
what? If you caught it on the right night, you'd love it.
Probably not.
Oh,
you would.
I don't think I'm a notebook guy.
Okay.
You didn't-
Dude, I
You
thought
weren't a
I
dog
wasn't a
owner
notebook
either.
guy either. And then my friend Kate's like, sit down. And she put like a box of tissues in my lap. I was in college. I was like, I don't need to watch this. I had the same exact feelings that you do. Sat down, bawled my freaking eyes out.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Oh, that was
I don't think I need a good cry.
What about Charlie's Angels Full Throttle?
Saw it.
Loved it?
Loved it.
Great
Yeah, I love
soundtrack.
What? Is that the one with Bill Murray in it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lucy Liu, Cameron Diaz,
Drew Barrymore?
Yeah.
Tom Green,
What a
maybe?
team.
Well, if you watch the Notebook and you don't want a woman who loves you like Noah loves Allie, you don't have a heart. I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you what I won't watch either.
What?
Marley and Me. Nope.
Oh, yeah. Does the dog
Well,
die.com.
I understand
Nope,
that you're
not
offended.
That's
watching
why that
that.
website
Is that
exists.
Bob Marley documentary?
Nope.
I understand why you're
Dog
afraid of
dies
that.
at the end? Nope.
No thanks.
Yeah, nothing better on a tour bus right before you
John
go on
Wick,
stage.
dog dies at the beginning. You love it.
Yeah, you know why? Because it's basically revenge on
You
the
don't
dog
like the
dying.
end.
What about Girl Interrupted?
Saw it,
Okay.
hated it.
What about
Saw that in the theater too.
What
With an
about
ex-girlfriend.
Gia?
What about Boy Interrupted?
Gia with Angelina Jolie?
Yeah.
Saw it.
It's a great movie.
We've lost the thread.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine. This is a one-sided segment.
Gia, a lot of boobies in that movie.
Tons of
That's why I
of
saw it.
tatas.
Well, no.
Gia, I
Chain
never
link
saw it.
boob.
When the segment was pitched, it was supposed to be each of us tackling a movie that somehow we missed as part of
Yeah,
the zeitgeist of pop
yeah,
culture
okay, so I
and giving an
started-
honest review, good or bad,
So
but to
I
at
gave
least
you
finish the
30
movie.
minutes.
You have to
I don't need
finish
to.
the movie, though.
No, you've betrayed. You know what? Gene Siskel's rolling over in his grave.
It's true.
Oh, no.
Gene Siskel is rolling over in his grave right now. He trusted you to carry the torch.
No.
You were the guy. You were the provocateur of taste, or whatever.
I'm the arbiter of taste.
You're the arbiter of
taste.
impatience.
And I say do not watch it.
Arbiter of impatience.
2 thumbs down.
2 thumbs down.
All right. Well,
For the first 30
hopefully I'll
minutes.
land on one eventually that you're like, okay, I'll watch it. And maybe even enjoy it. That'd be cool.
I'd love to enjoy a movie.
Okay. Great.
I would love to. And it takes a lot for me not to like a movie. Honestly. It does. It
It
takes me
didn't
a
sound like it for the last 3 minutes of you dissecting. It sounds like there are specific things required for you to enjoy a movie.
Yeah, I don't consider you a movie guy if you're not.
I'm
one.
not a movie guy. I
But-
would not consider myself a movie guy.
You
I
said
think you are.
You've said
You
you
have
are
said
before.
that. You have said you referred yourself as a movie guy in
Mr.
the past.
Movie
I would
Guy.
just like to exhibit A.
This is evidence in a bag.
Pull the tape.
He's
There's
growing.
tape. I guarantee there's tape, not
Oh,
tape.
yeah, there's receipts everywhere.
I'm a movie guy of a certain genre.
That doesn't make you a movie guy.
Have you seen The Beekeeper?
Everybody take a drink. The Beekeeper was mentioned on this show.
Because that's a movie.
I've heard about The Beekeeper more in the last 2 months from each one of you.
Well, have you seen it?
It's really
No, I have
good.
not. Will
Why-
I watch
and
it?
why wouldn't you-
I
why
don't know.
would
When I watch movies, I'm met with frustration. I don't know. You guys,
Say
should I
that-
watch
The same reason
Beekeeper?
why
No.
I wouldn't like
No.
Pretty Woman.
Don't watch
I
Beekeeper
like
from
action.
home.
I don't like people killing animals, but I like people getting
No
slapped
animals
in
are harmed.
movies.
Beekeeper is an airplane movie,
Okay. Well,
and it'll be
I
over.
disagree.
the next time I'm on an airplane.
What do you know?
It's
You're
an
not a
any-
movie guy.
It's an anytime movie.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
What's your
If it's on in
favorite
the background,
comedy?
it's worthy.
My favorite, Dumb and Dumber,
Okay, seen it.
Spaceballs.
Yeah, seen it.
My
Buffalo
favorite movie
Stories.
probably of all time other than the original Star Wars franchise, Blazing Saddles.
Great movie. Yeah, hilarious for its time. Well, we've seen all those.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Oh, what the-
we'll try again some other day.
I'm more into short films now.
They only
Mainly
cast-
of the YouTube variety.
Wow.
More of the YouTube variety. Saw this yesterday, and speaking of animals, and I believe that it should be a law. Congress should enact this law that if an animal escapes from a farm, or let's say like a zoo or rodeo, it's free.
I agree.
But whoever gets it keeps it.
No, but like the rodeo. For this example, eight bulls escaped from a rodeo in Massachusetts on Sunday. Like they got all
I
8
saw
got
this.
out,
Yeah. They took over the fence. They plowed through.
cleared. I mean, charged through ran through a fence, ran through a parking lot, and here is the moment they escaped. This is in Massachusetts.
I had a legit rodeo in my backyard.
As soon as I stepped out, when I looked over there, and I was like, those aren't horses. Those are literally bulls. And oh my God, didn't hit the pool. They didn't hit nothing else. Yeah, I'm glad that was fenced off back there. And they all just stopped. So there's a lot of kids around here. We don't want anybody getting hurt.
Yeah, those are people in the community talking about the escape. I think that now the bulls are out. Well, they've corralled them all. So they escaped on Sunday. The last bull was found and caught last night at 8 o'clock.
Good for him.
That's
So
awesome.
those things were out for almost 24 hours.
And these
Yeah.
are for bull riding.
Yeah. I feel like if the animal escapes, then they need to be then put onto a sanctuary.
I agree.
Yeah.
Gentle Barn. That's how they did with the St. Louis Six. Those cows that got loose.
Like
They
if
were going
they
to slaughter.
if they pop over the other side of the fence, they can just stop right there and be like, I did it.
Yep, I did it.
I figured
Okay,
it
so
out.
That's on
there's-
you.
So there's no time frame. There's no like, got to stay free.
No, the
for
whole
12
body
hours?
needs to be over.
Wow.
No, the
so
whole
on-
body.
Once they
Whoa.
cross the line, somebody left the gate open. Boop, you're out. You're out.
That's on you.
Yeah, Party Bus, the bull that went into the crowd, did not escape the venue. right? Remember Party Bus?
Yeah, oh yeah, Party Bus. That Party Bus, the bull that jumped into the crowd.
Right.
Did he get out? Because remember, that was like a fair.
Right. No, he got into the stands.
I think he got out though into like the midway.
Oh, really? All right. Well, yeah. Then he.
I think
deserves...
if they leave the property.
So a real deal jailbreak pardon. Just boop, up, jailbreak.
Yeah, I think so.
You're out.
Yeah.
Just like they do in prison.
Exactly.
If they leave the property. Yeah, I think that's prison law too.
That's totally prison law.
Like if they get out, like it's.
That's
You're
what these
good.
walls are here for, is to see if you're
They're actually
worthy of staying out.
there actually is a country. I think it may be. Oh, I want to say the country like Turkey, where there is no penalty for trying to escape.
Whoa.
So you can just keep trying.
So you keep trying because they say, it's man's natural instinct to want to get out.
Well, there's probably a backside of that, and that's but if we think you're trying, we'll just shoot you.
Yeah, or put you in, solitary confinement and beat the hell out of you. Whatever.
Yeah. Your sentence is not going to extend, but
Yeah, you'll. There's penalty, of course.
yeah, we'll kick your ass for the next decade.
Yeah, but I think if these animals escape the property, if they get out, that's it. Now you're not free to roam a subdivision, but we'll put you out. Like the rodeo owners do not own these things anymore.
Man, what an interesting take for you.
I
You know
love it.
I'm all about the animals.
Oh, is that? Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh man, all right. Well, that's like a couple $1 million worth of quote unquote property there.
You wouldn't leave your Mona Lisa in the backseat of a car, would you?
Mona Lisa is not trying to get out of the trunk. You know what I mean?
You don't want to chance it. Somebody could walk by and just steal the Mona Lisa.
But what if you had to tour around with Mona Lisa to make your living?
Safety measures.
All right. You know what? I mean, yeah, that would probably increase the effort that went into keeping them safe, and then
Usually when these animals escape the stockyards, like they'll go, you know what? You got out.
Which is
We're
good.
not going to slaughter you and eat you.
Yeah.
I think if you wake up and in your backyard is a bull that wandered in,
Listen, I'm Scott
yours.
Rizzuto, man
it's
of the
yours
animals.
now.
Hey,
It's
what's
yours
up?
now. I'll sell it back to you.
Yeah. And by the way, Germany, Belgium, the Netherlands, Sweden, Austria do not punish prisoners who escape.
So,
Unless they break crimes, then they will prosecute them or add additional things. to
so
it.
there's a bunch of different countries.
Yeah.
Turkey, not one of them?
Nope.
Okay, I don't know why I thought Turkey.
So if they get out, and
According to this, I don't know.
they can be caught again and put back in. There's just no
As long as you do not
sentence
commit a crime
While you're out.
doing so, or while
like
you're
hurting somebody or.
Because like he said, it's the human instinct to be free.
Yeah.
It's so strong that prisoners who escape are not morally blameworthy enough to be charged with a crime.
Whoa,
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
pretty cool if you go to
Pretty
prison
cool
in
if you go to a
Holland.
German prison. Yeah, how much are those bulls for those bull running events? Probably very expensive.
Oh, crazy expensive, dude. Those things are bred to be badasses and throw humans off of them.
It's
Right.
really
$1 billion.
I really don't know much about rodeos. And I've never been to one.
You've never been to a rodeo?
Like
Oh,
the
dude.
PBR, the bull riding.
Yeah.
Scott and I used to.
We're going. When's PBR coming
Scott and I
back?
used
A
to go
good
to
bull
those.
can cost $5,000 to $10,000.
A good
Oh,
bull.
those-
No, that's not a bull
The
riding bull.
bull riding bulls are probably.
Those are like
we're talking
hundreds.
hundreds of
Those
thousands.
are
Yeah.
commercial cattle. Okay.
Yeah, hundreds of
Oh,
thousands.
so
of
a
dollars
bull
a
for like,
rider.
breeding or something.
You gonna tell me Red Rocks was only worth $5,000 through Lane
how much?
Frost?
Yeah, how much are one of those?
Got to be a couple $100,000. Got to be. I mean, they're touring these bulls around.
200. The top caliber bucking bull. A top caliber bucking bull can be worth over $250,000.
$250,000. Now, how do they get them to buck? Is it they squeeze their nuts? Honestly, that's a.
They put a rope. They put a rope back there.
A good proven bucking bull is worth $500,000,
Half a
and
mil.
then they're
Wow.
off. DNA verified cow or bull quality DNA can cost several thousands. So, like a lot of times, they make money off of the
Well, the
seed,
studs,
maybe.
right? So they'll go out to
DNA,
stud.
yeah.
They'll breed these things. So, hey, thank you for your service. Now go have sex with all these.
I think they select
cows.
bulls that are aggressive, naturally aggressive, because some bulls don't take to it. Some won't buck, no matter what. You can tie the little strap around their nads or whatever. And,
Flank strap.
yeah,
Right. So they go into. I've seen it on TV. Yeah, so they'll go into the gate, and the guy gets on top of it, and there's a strap around.
There's a flank strap around the back of them, just ahead of the legs. It's not on the. It's not on the wang. It's not on nothing. It doesn't hurt them. It just encourages them to buck more because they think that something's still back
I always
there.
thought they were squeezing their nuts.
No, that might have been
there's a
something
rumor.
old, but they don't do that.
Honestly, I always thought that strap was around their balls.
No, it's just.
And they're like,
I thought
So
they
they're
branded
mad.
them or like poked them or something.
No,
with like a
no,
hot
these
poker.
are they're naturally bucking. They're trying. They don't want things on their back, so they're going to naturally do that. And
Nor do I.
You put a rider back there, they're going to naturally do that. But to encourage it to go further, they just put the flank strap on the back. From what I remember.
oh, boy. This changes everything.
Yeah, they're not hurting them. They're probably better taken care of than some of the riders because if you're not doing well, that's a really, really hard
Right.
business to be in.
They're just annoying them.
The bulls earn $2,500 a ride
What do they spend it on?
for everybody that gets on. I don't know. That's a good
The
question.
Bulls
I
get
assume
$2,500 a ride. Ha!
no matter what. Our friend, some friends of ours own the Kansas City Outlaws, which is like, it's kind of cool. It's just started. They started doing team events. So now it's like 5 riders versus 5. It used to be kind of a lonely, bull rider was a bull rider. You drive from city to city. You leverage your house. You lose your wife. We've heard all the songs. Mm-hmm. And now it's like a team sport.
Because it's Kid Rock, right? He's involved with this?
And I'm trying to make the connection to laugh at that, and I can't get there. Get me there. Kid Rock, Bulls.
I am the bull god.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No. Well, Brian
No.
says because of USDA rules, animals that escape cannot be slaughtered
Good.
and enter the food chain.
Oh.
So there is something on the books.
Just in case I eat some crazy berries or something.
Andy says, and you're going to pay for the land and upkeep of these animals if they escape?
Yeah, man. This is our utopia we're talking about. Shut up.
No, you should charge the people that allowed the escape.
No, the
Boom,
Gentle
done,
Barn
Andy.
and animal sanctuaries like that will
Got
take them
it.
in, and then
Yeah.
they're funded by people like me that are insane that love animals so much.
My question.
That's how that works.
Yeah, you're going to have a yard full of bulls out in Ellisville.
I'd love to. That's my dream. If I ever win the lottery, I'm having an animal sanctuary. Like, you don't even want to know. It's
Yeah.
gonna-
Oh, like the chick from Chimp Crazy.
No, not like that. Like all the animal sanctuaries that are incredibly loved. Yes.
Hey, if I watch Pretty Woman, you got to watch Chimp Crazy.
No, that's not how this works. That's a show.
Hey, the PBR is coming in December.
Is it?
Do we want to go?
Nah,
You wouldn't go to that? I would be interested.
I would not. I've been
2
asked
days.
to go. I got asked to go to a rodeo this weekend in Bell, and I was like, I just can't do it.
We
Bell,
can't do
Missouri.
what, though?
Oh, man, it feels
I just don't want to
good.
watch it. I've seen it on TV. That's fine. I don't like it. It's definitely not.
Do you
for me.
understand the sport of it? Like, are you?
No.
Oh, you don't.
I care only about the animals when I watch it. I don't care about the
You could
men.
root for the animal.
I don't
You
want
could
to
be
do
the
the running
animal
of the
cheering
bull.
section.
Yeah.
I'm not
With
sure.
the gate, I'll be opening the gate.
I'm not sure if you haven't been to one, you know what it is. And in fact, this conversation is proving that I don't think you guys know what it is.
I don't.
I would agree.
I'm ignorant.
ignorant.
I mean, we grew up around it and we participated in a lot of horse shows and stuff. And,
Those animals are treated.
yeah, these are all
Yeah.
horses.
Some of them are, yeah, I mean, like the barrel racing horse, those are like, those
Yeah.
animals get
And
treated.
birds.
I did a little
great.
barrel racing and the whole events in the show. Our family was in the show on horses, and we were around that kind of stuff a lot. And I never saw any sort of animal.
Oh, you know what I wanna
thing.
see?
These
I
were
wanna
the
see the
prizes
ones-
of these people's families.
I want to see the ones where they jump off the horse and try to like wrestle.
The steer wrestling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a nephew that's like 6 years old that has been doing that the last couple of years. This little dude is.
You ever see that, Lern?
No.
Where they jump off the horse and try to tackle.
Yeah, they flip them upside down, tie their...
Yeah,
Yeah.
where they tackle the it's like a calf or whatever.
For little kids, they put helmets on little kids, let them grip onto the back of a big old sheep, and then to let the sheep take off and see how long they can stay on the sheep. It's
It's
like
the
bull
best.
riding for kids, and it is hysterical and it's fun, and the kids love it.
Yeah. So they tackle them, flip them upside down, tie their legs.
That's pretty cool. It's a skill, man. Those
And they
guys
do
are
it in a half
amazing.
a second too.
Yeah. Cool.
I hate this conversation. I'm just over here dying.
Oh, why?
And so, I don't know. You guys are all coming from the people point of view. You're not coming from the animal point of view.
I think
and
that's
I'm
really
so
unfair
wrapped
to
up
you
in
to
the
say
animal
that.
point of view, and I watch this stuff that I
battle
can't
with those two.
enjoy the kid having a great time.
I
I'm
think
like, you little turd.
I think that's really
Go
unfair
play
to say
video
that
games.
to us.
Go play video games.
Go
you
run
little-
outside
you little
and tackle
turd.
your friends.
He is outside.
Make it an even thing. I like to watch wrestling. I like to watch man on man. You know, give me that. That's what I like.
Yeah. I think these are very fair battles, actually.
You ever been to a working farm, though?
Yes. I grew up by a working farm. And I didn't enjoy, I enjoy the livelihood that makes for people, I guess. Like I support local farms, but I don't, but I've seen plenty of like chicken farms that are not treating those chickens humane. And it's disgusting. And it's like, wow. Like if you watch Food Inc. and you start to really get an inside scope of how a lot of these I'm not talking about local farms. I think local farmers treat animals as humane as they possibly can and do a better job of that. Big corporation farms, which are only concerned about your money, they're not concerned about the welfare of the animals, are disgusting. And we're eating that.
Yeah,
we're just
there's
like...
I totally agree
remember
with
last year, there was how many of those burned? Like the one in Belleville?
I know
yeah.
all the cows that died.
And it's just so
No,
frustrating.
it was the chicken. It was the chicken.
chicken
It was like
coop?
on purpose. It had
It
to
was
have
the
been on
chicken
purpose.
manufacturers.
Awful.
I totally agree with you there, but that's a far cry from what we're talking
Yeah,
about. We're not
no,
talking about any sort of like food raising. We're talking about animals that are legitimately like treated
Massaged
incredibly
every day.
well. I'll just say this. Our cousin who passed away as a teenager, he was an exceptional horseman, like an exceptional dude with this kind of
Loved
stuff.
it.
And we probably would have done it for a living. And when he passed away, our prime horse that like, you know, did the barrel racing and all the poles and everything, when he wasn't ridden anymore, he died within 2 years. A very, very healthy horse. And it was because this thing was meant to run. It was meant to do what he was doing with our cousin. And when he was no longer around and nobody was doing it, that horse had nothing. And it just died. And it was taken care of. It wasn't ridden. It wasn't taken to shows. Wasn't in a rodeo. Wasn't in nothing. It was just
It was
out
just,
there.
like,
and
freely
it just
roaming?
died.
Wow.
Oh,
That's how
come
you
on.
do it.
I'll show you the
Man,
trees.
That was the horse shooting itself.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Oh, man.
Can't believe you had that.
Oh,
My
man.
God.
I can't believe you had that on file.
Pretty
That's
much, dude.
disgusting.
The thing died of a
our family
broken
you're
heart. So
talking
I'm not
about. I
talking.
believe that.
I'm not talking about food farms.
Horses.
I'm talking about a totally different thing, and it was.
Yeah, they're partners, man.
Yeah, it's.
Anyway.
these are friends.
I think we'd get there by 6:30, but congratulations. My question for you is,
Yes.
It's like a dog show.
I'm halfway through a bull riding movie, a Talladega Nights movie that I'm writing, and my friend is gonna let me go to one of these and be in the chutes, so I can get some info. I don't know anything about it. I don't know like the inside, and I may end up on her side of this argument by the time I get down there. But I don't know, so I'm gonna suspend judgment because I'm like I don't actually know how they're treated. I don't actually know
Anything.
anything about it. I know
What
that like
goes
from
on
an
behind the
outside
scenes.
appearance, I get it. There's a person riding an animal. The animal would rather not be ridden. It's easy to say like that's inhumane or whatever, and maybe it is. I don't know. But she said I could come down in the chutes and kind of get an idea for like what the behind the scenes stuff is like, so I could write that part of the movie. So if you want to go,
Where's this at?
I can come to any event I want. She said pick the event and I'll get you down there. I get to hang out like down in the chutes where all the cowboys
Well,
are
if it's
at.
local, yeah.
Okay. Imagine
If
that being
it's-
your first rodeo.
If
dude.
it's
You
a
get to see it
local,
from
if it's a local
the cowboy point of
there are
view.
people like, hey, the PBR is not a rodeo; it's an amazing show, totally worth going.
PBR's not, but they have.
Yeah, we had a rodeo. We went to a rodeo down in Eureka at Brookdale Farms. Was that last year or this spring?
Equating
Well,
a
long
horse
ago.
show to a rodeo is ridiculous, says Eric.
Okay.
Okay.
Listen,
And we've done them all. That's all I'm saying. This is a very brief conversation where we're trying to throw a lot of information. But if you want to email us and we can
I
argue
went
about
to a
details.
rodeo and
I was not
Good
around
God,
this
dude.
stuff growing up. Okay,
Let me show you my ribbons and trophies.
I went to there's different levels too, which is interesting. I didn't know that. It's almost like there's like the small rodeo circuit, medium sized, and then the big show. Mm-hmm. Where the big payouts get bigger. And I've been to like the county fair rodeos, where that's a lot of livestock trading and stuff like that. They have different events, barrel racing, bronc riding, so a little bit of bull riding, steer wrestling. There's people that just do tricks on the horses, like the people that just ride the horses and do like headstands on them and stuff like that. There's a lot of cool stuff. But then
so if I go to Dolly
I
Parton
told you guys, I saw
Stampede-
Lil John played at a rodeo, and it was the healing the country needed after COVID. I couldn't believe how many white families, how many very white families had their children on their shoulders just singing From the Window to the Wall till the sweat drops off my balls in the middle of a field in Poplar Bluff, Missouri.
Turned down for what?
And he went all in, dude. Lil Jon went. He did his hits. He did not do edited versions, and
they were eating it up.
They were loving it. Families,
Eating it up.
Families of 7, 8, big farm families, just having a hell of a time. And I was like, I never thought Lil Jon is what would heal the heartland, but here we are.
And he did it.
Here we
What
are.
a service.
He did it. Thank you for your service, Lil Jon.
Okay.
Last summer we were down at Dolly. You were mentioning Dolly Parton's.
Yeah, if I
Stampede.
go to Dolly Parton Stampede, does that count?
Dude, the only thing that we saw get hurt was one of the people because she fell in between two at full speed.
Lern would be up applauding.
It was it was oh no, that's not
Lern
supposed
would
to
be up
happen.
applauding on that one.
It was
Get
bad.
the rope around her waist.
Another video making the rounds. This one's up in Toronto. Wild story because there's a woman. She stole a Porsche and then ran over the car's owner.
Whoa.
So the footage was released by the police because they can't find this woman. So it shows this woman ringing the doorbell, and the first video you see, the first image you see is a woman walking up to, nice looking woman, walk up to a door, ring the doorbell. So the ring doorbell goes on. She's like, hey, I want to take a look at the Porsche you're selling. It was a 2022 Porsche. He had listed it on the Auto Trader website. So she's like, hello, I'm here for the Porsche. I'm waiting for my dad to come. He'll be here, but show me the car while we're waiting. And the Porsche's out in the driveway. And the footage cuts to the driveway. He's got a security camera on the Porsche in the driveway. Security camera cuts there, where the woman can be seen sitting in the driver's seat of the Porsche. The victim gets out of the car, closed the passenger side door, walked around to the driver's side handle. When he got out, she locked the door. And as this guy started moving to the back of the car, she suddenly put the car in reverse, hits him, drags him into the street, runs him over.
Taking it to the streets.
He seemed to get caught on one of the rear wheels before getting back to his feet. And actually, he stood up after being run over by the car. He hurt his elbow, his hands, his legs. He did require some medical attention. Police said the suspect fled the scene in the Porsche, and an accomplice in a gray Bentley you see drive by as well. So there was an accomplice in a Bentley. They stole the Porsche from this guy's driveway, ran him over. And again, a nice-looking woman, you wouldn't think anything of it. Does not fit the profile of a person there to steal a car.
Or run anyone over.
Or run anybody over. So that's a wild video. You got to see that one. Speaking of running people over. Headline out of West Frankfort, Illinois. Yes.
Oh, no.
It's time for Southern Illinois news. Yes.
What happened? Is it meth involved?
Southern Illinois news. So this is from the hometown of Lern.
Yeah, this is where I was a little kid, raised.
West Frankfort, Illinois.
Oh, man, I hope there's a street involved in this story.
I don't know. Maybe you know the dude.
Yeah. Oh, God. Here we go. Drum roll. Did I date him?
Which cousin is it?
Did Lern date this guy? So a West Frankfort, Illinois man is in Williamson County Jail after he was arrested for stealing a police officer's vehicle and then trying to run the deputy over.
Oh, no. Is his name Brian? Oh, no.
His name is David R. Burke.
Age?
I don't have an age, and I was looking for this, and I was hoping it would be around the same age as you.
Sounds like a name that's familiar, but it's kind of a simple name.
Dave Burke?
Yeah, David Burke.
He was at the old Huck's convenience store.
On Main Street.
So is that in Carterville, technically?
On the way to Carterville, I guess.
So he was at the old Huck's in Carterville around 3 o'clock in the morning. He stole the patrol car. The sheriff's office says the deputy was at a fuel pump at the convenience store when a Huck's clerk asked for help from the cop. As this David guy became aggressive outside the store, as the deputy approached, he was being all crazy. He took his shirt off, showed signs of being on something. They're calling it debilitation. The clerk reportedly said that David had damaged a parked vehicle at the store by throwing an object at it. He was detained and arrested for the damage, and the deputy put him inside the patrol car. And while the cop was investigating the damage and talking to witnesses, somehow old Dave forced his way through the patrol vehicle's transport cage.
Wow.
And gained access to the driver's seat.
Okay.
He got through the cage?
He got through the cage.
Does he look like mozzarella cheese now or something?
Yeah.
Is he Slimer?
I'm looking at a picture of old Dave here, and he's a pretty skinny fella. Looks like maybe he's forgotten to eat, perhaps due to some
Other activities?
And I bet he could slide right through a pretty small crack in the old patrol car. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Pretty skinny feller.
I'm looking at the patrol car. That thing is mangled.
Oops.
Yeah, but he managed to get through the cage from the back seat to the front. And he drove the police vehicle directly at the deputy who was at the scene attempting to get away. The deputy fired a single round from their weapon at David. The bullet hit the driver's door post between the windshield and the door, an inch away. So this guy, an inch from getting shot. Multiple law enforcement agencies were called to assist catching this guy. He got up to 100 miles an hour, all while cuffed, by the way.
Wow.
Pretty talented.
He avoided multiple tire deflation devices deployed to stop him. And after going through multiple counties, the sheriff's office said he drove off the roadway and came to a stop in a wooded area in Perry County, taken into custody without further incident and without any injuries.
I don't recognize him. He looks a little young.
No, I thought you may have dated him.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? If I would have been younger, I probably would have.
Maybe he heard about this whole new thing. If you escape, it's,
Yeah, you're good.
You're good, man.
If you get out of the county.
Yeah. Those are the rules.
This is a bummer. Have you guys been to Huck's? Because they have the good coffee machines that actually have the beans that grind it.
No,
I love
just
a
because
new
it has
hot
the beans
tasty.
that grind it doesn't mean it's good coffee.
Well, it's better
we have
than
one of those here.
It's better than the other.
18 charges, additional charges anticipated, including criminal damage to property, theft of motor vehicle, escape, resisting a peace officer, assault, and more. Yep, good stuff.
Man, that's a bummer.
Yeah. I know your husband, does he still do CrossFit?
No, we stopped that a while ago. We used to do it all the time. We did it for like a year and a half. It's great.
You loved it?
Yeah.
Really? You
Yes.
guys were CrossFit people.
We were
You
CrossFit
can't
couple.
see that?
No.
No.
Tim's in like a stage right now. He is like working out hard. Like he used to train. He's done like triathlons and whatnot, and he's kind of in that mindset now where he's getting
He's
like
getting ready
beefed
for
up.
something.
I guess. I don't know.
Do you have any CrossFitters in your life?
No, sir.
I have a neighbor that's like top in his class, like the over 40. Like this dude is ripped.
It's fun.
And there's a CrossFit gym. What do they call them? Gyms?
Uh,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a gym.
It's
there's
called
a
a
name
box.
for it. A box. That's it.
A dojo.
A dojo. Yes.
With the my favorite was you get these big old tractor tires. You got to like push them across the room and stuff. It's odd, but
A lot of
worth it.
these CrossFitters seem to get hurt a lot.
yeah,
Tons of
it's heavy
injuries.
lifting.
There's a lot of injuries. Like another buddy across the street, he was jumping on one of these boxes. Is that one of the
Box
exercises?
jumps?
Right.
Yep.
So you jump, and the box is pretty high up.
Yeah, you fit it to your
Different
level,
tiers,
what you
yeah.
want.
I mean, this guy's pretty fit.
Right.
But I guess he came up a little short and took all the skin off his shin.
Yeah.
Shin skin?
All his shin skin. And I go, is this worth it? Jason, is this worth
It's
it?
hard work. It's like you take bags of sand. I mean, it's crazy what you're working out with, you know?
Yeah.
Jason, you look good.
Yeah.
And you're very fit. But
You know,
is
it
this
sounds
worth
like they
Thank you
need
for
to
the
get down to a
mattress.
farm that's, prone to flooding because they can.
Oh, for sure.
They got the sandbagging, they got tractor tires to move.
Dude,
like, it just sounds.
Flood of 93 made CrossFit a thing. They're like, we could do this in a gym.
So, have you
farms
ever,
out there looking for employees, just find the nearest box.
Yeah.
have you ever decided to start working out and gone way too hard on day one?
Every time. Every time I
Getting
start.
back into it?
Every time I start, I'm like, I'm going to work every muscle group and get the soreness out of the way.
Yeah.
And then I need like
It doesn't
I need
work
like a
that
full
way.
body cast the next day. Yeah.
Beat the hell out of yourself.
So I have a buddy that for the last 15 or so years, he does that where he gets immediately injured. And then about 2 or 3 months, he's back into being healthy. He goes back to the gym, gets injured again.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Has to be on the DL for 3
Yeah.
months and then gets back into it. Well,
Yeah.
there's a 25-year-old woman in South Carolina. Her name is Jessica Johnson. She decided to do a CrossFit thing last month called the Mirth Challenge.
Yeah, the Murph.
You know this?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's like you put a backpack of weights on and you run forever. Then you
It's like
do
3 miles.
7,000 sit-ups, and then
All
you
the
run
gyms
more,
do
and
the
then-
Murph.
Okay, so I never heard of this thing before.
To the party, and I
yesterday.
did the Murph.
It's in honor of a person, a soldier, I believe.
You run a mile, you do 300 squats, 200 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, and then run another mile. I'm exhausted from the sentence.
Oh, yeah.
Mile, 300 squats, 200 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, and let's run another mile. That's the Murph Challenge. Now, Jessica didn't start from zero. She's in great shape. She works out all the time, but she hadn't done a serious upper body workout in a while. And because she went so hard, her biceps exploded.
Yeah, man.
Exploded?
Her biceps basically exploded. Her arms were so sore and swollen the next day, she couldn't even straighten them out.
Yeah.
Her friends were calling her the Hulk because her biceps got so big. And she finally went to an urgent care a couple of days later when she lost feeling in her hands.
Damn.
Wow. So you know it's working.
Can you imagine somebody coming up to you like this and like, I can't feel my hands.
I don't know what's going on. Yes.
I can't feel it. Well, it looks like you can't use your arms
Right.
either.
Oh, it'd have to hurt so bad.
I can't feel my hands.
The Murph is from a Navy lieutenant who died in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
So it's in honor of him.
I mean, what an achievement to do that on a daily basis. But here she is talking about
The next day when I woke up, I was really, really sore and my arms were swollen. And I thought that I was just super sore because I haven't done upper body in a while. And I especially haven't done pull-ups in a while. Like, it's been a couple years. My issue was my arms. They were so swollen. I couldn't straighten out my arms all week. And my hands and fingers were starting to go numb on Friday and
That's not good.
Nah.
That's not good.
tingling. So that's why Saturday morning I went to urgent care and they immediately just sent me to the ER.
There's definitely a, maybe not all, but there was like a comedian friend of mine got really into CrossFit. A couple. It felt very culty. Kind of became like a punchline.
It's a community.
Like it felt very douchey. Like the amount, how hard they go and how serious they take it, and how it kind of became like a, hey man, blink twice if we need to come
Yeah,
get you
we
out
need
of
to
this
come get you out of
CrossFit.
this.
It's like, yeah, dude, they put me on the Holy Cross, and they did.
Like, what is that? Like, you're voluntarily doing this?
Well,
Yeah,
you're
just
going
like
for
the
your PB.
intensity of it, it became almost like, it felt very much like the alpha male stuff I see on the internet,
Yeah.
where I'm just like, that's not for me.
Well, I would see, running down the street, jack dudes holding like bags of concrete.
Yeah. It seems, if you've seen Rocky IV, it seems like, yeah, that's where they got this from. This is Sylvester Stallone up in the mountains of Russia, lifting people in wheelbarrows instead of using traditional weightlifting methods. Lifting all these awkward weights, swinging from a big hook in the middle of a barn. We don't even know what that hook's doing there.
Yeah, they're not comfortable gyms. You go to a gym that has air conditioning or heat. Like CrossFit gyms normally are in a warehouse with an open door, to get air in, and there's no like off days
What a
if the
brilliant
weather
racket.
sucks. It's crazy.
Instead, I'm going to open a gym. Man, it costs like $600,000 to get all the equipment in here. You know what? Let's just put garage doors out there
Yeah, man.
and get donated tires.
No equipment. We'll go to the junkyard, bring out a couple
Well, I
of
mean,
these
what
big
a
tractor
brilliant
tires.
move.
Yeah.
What a
Some
business.
heavy
In
real
fact,
ropes.
They
in
got the
fact, if
ropes.
anybody's looking for a business partner out there for a CrossFit box, I'm here. I'm into it. Let's own a bus.
It was hella fun.
I'm going for my financial PB.
But it is a community. To your point, like the people that do it, that really get into it, stay in it. They go to all the different, they start going to
Oh,
churches
I
together and
appreciate
whatnot.
it.
Like, that's great. We did it for a year and a half. We went to Valley
They start
Park
going to churches
CrossFit.
together?
Yeah, like the owner of VP CrossFit, Valley Park CrossFit, great family. They very religious family and love to be open. They always invited everybody to their church
Yeah,
that they went to.
they always
and
invite me to go down and hey, try it out.
you should try it out. I
Jesus
think
was
you'd like
CrossFit.
it. That's where Jesus'
He's
ass
more
came
CrossFit
from.
than Jesus.
Here's your CrossFit.
Jesus
and
put
here's
the
your
cross-
Push this tire across the county.
Love it.
Jesus with the
Wait.
cross and CrossFit. Come on, man. Why didn't
It's
they call it?
true. But man, the chicks that were the trainers too, like, because you say it's like kind of an alpha male thing. The chicks that train and lead the WOD, the workout of the day, I mean, they're badass and crazy, just as crazy as the dudes.
Yeah.
You know, it's great.
Do they have something like that though? The Jesus, like if you're doing the mirth and it's whatever it is.
Yeah,
do they
you
do the
drag the
Jesus?
cross.
Yeah, well you drag
Across the garage while
drag
they
the
beat
cross
you
all
with
the way up
whips
to-
and throw stuff at you.
all the way up
Sure.
the
You have to
mountain.
run across the water.
It's not a bad idea.
I don't know, man. More power to you. I won't yuck your yum, but it's definitely a thing that when I saw people get into it, they got so into it that I was like, is everything okay? Like, it just feels very centered around, like, you better be tough. And if you come in this gym, it's 100% intensity, 100% of the time. And it just feels so over the top to me. And then you see those people in the wild working out in regular gyms, trying to do some of this CrossFit stuff. And I'm like, hey, man, it's too much. It's just too much watching them do like the pull up where they pull themselves all the way up over the bar and they're like, and I'm like, you're in a Planet Fitness, dog. Like, calm down, dude.
I'm just here to do some cardio.
Down. There's like,
guy's
there's
grumpy.
I'm listening
exactly.
to
Like
this
he's training to
podcast.
poop.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm like, exactly. I'm like, I'm in an assisted sit-up machine.
I would tell you what, though, if you got anger problems, it's great. Like going to a
I bet.
CrossFit gym and just letting it out. I mean, I was going through like some anger management stuff with my therapist at the time, and like there was nothing like taking wheels, big ass tractor tires, and just letting
I'm
it rip.
sure, yeah.
You know, so it's good.
And these people that do it religiously are in incredible shape and could, yes, kick all of our asses.
Absolutely.
Well,
I
We're
try
not
to
all
do the
meatheads,
boxing.
though.
I try to do
In
the
between
boxing
injuries.
thing. In between injuries. Yeah. Once
And I'm always saying,
once both my hamstrings heal, I'm coming to
and
kick
listen,
your ass.
people are going to come at me like I'm trying to shade you, and I'm not. I'm just saying, everyone that I know, everyone that I knew that was involved in CrossFit at some point was pretty severely injured.
Brent says, "Welcome to the Church of Swole."
It's true.
Yeah, to each their own, man. And there's a lot of great stuff that comes from it. Just please be careful, man. Be careful. Don't push yourself farther.
Well,
than you
and this
should be.
woman-
did you read your Swoley Bible?
Yes.
This woman had her biceps explode, and then she went to the ER. She had something called, I don't know if I'm saying this right, RHABDO, Roboto.
Mr. Roboto.
Mr. Roboto.
Thank you very much, Mr.
So it's when the
Roboto.
muscle fibers are so damaged, the cells die, and the toxins get into your blood. It can cause liver damage and kidney damage and can even
Holy
kill you.
cow.
An early symptom is dark urine, which Jessica had. But she thought she was just really dehydrated. Luckily, she's going to be all right. Her doctors were able to save her kidneys by cutting her arms open to reduce the swelling.
Oh my gosh.
And they told her, hey, why don't you ease back into exercise for a while? And it sounds like she's taken that advice. She said she's done with the extreme workouts for good. She's doing some running, some walking, some gentle Pilates.
Dude, there was they used to, I don't know if they do it anymore. They used to televise the CrossFit Games.
Yeah, and I would watch. It'd be on like ESPN.
Yeah, so that's
on
like
a Saturday
that's
morning.
like the best of the best. And no kidding, there wasn't a single one where somebody wasn't getting injured. Now, people are going to say, well, you see people get injured at every soccer game or basketball game, whatever. Yeah, I agree. I understand what you're saying. I just wasn't expecting that. I remember watching these totally ripped out of their neck dudes and gals, and then they're pushing themselves, and then like, oh, there she went down. Yep, she definitely snapped her leg.
Yeah, that's a hamstring.
Everyone gather round, pray over Janet.
but not
Rex
before she got her
3:16,
PB.
thou shalt not quit lest thou be a pussy. I don't think that's in
Did
there,
you say
man.
Rex 316?
Yeah. Janet's leg is broken, man. Pray on it. Pop it back in place. Now get up there and do those crazy chin-ups.
Max 411.
Well, how about this one? So,
Oh, boy. The Swoley Bible.
Rex 316.
That's so good.
Is that the dude from Napoleon Dynamite
Hell
with
yeah, it
the American flag parachute pants?
Yeah. That guy, I feel like that guy's in every CrossFit. There's a version of that guy in every CrossFit class.
That's the Hey Peter from Office Space. Hey Peter.
Lawrence?
That time when you saw one set of footprints, that's when God gave up and you kept going. I don't think that's how it goes, man. I think it's when God carried you. No one carries you. You carry you. Look, dude, you're getting kind of intense in here, man. He rips off his flag parachute pants. There's just another pair of flag parachute pants underneath them.
You see that big wide skid mark through the sand?
Off.
That's when I dragged a semi through
it's pronounced Robdo.
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 Oh, but what about Robdo?
Robdo.
What happened to Robdo?
Robdo. Well, and this brings me to another story of the Tufts University lacrosse team. Where's Tufts? It's one of those. That's one of those colleges you go.
You hear it.
I have no.
Massachusetts.
Point to where Tufts is. I don't know.
Boston.
Boston. Okay, so the Tufts University men's lacrosse team decided to bring us Navy SEAL in to help train the kids.
Scare them straight.
No, for training.
Oh.
Like, we're going to be great this year. We're bringing in a Navy SEAL to help whip you guys into shape. Well, you know what happened? 12 of them are in the hospital.
Okay.
Are you kidding?
It's not very tough.
Yeah. You guys are not toughed enough.
Man, I'm here for algebra.
12 Tufts University men's lacrosse players were sent to the hospital and diagnosed with Robdo
Man.
following a workout with a Navy SEAL trainee last week.
That's
a 45-minute workout, 12 in the hospital.
Yeah, man. That's what I picture in my mind with CrossFit. That's the experience that I've had with it. It's one really intense person trying to get that intensity onto a lot of other people.
And, to be a Navy SEAL, you need to train for a long time.
Yeah.
It's called BUDS, and people...
It's the elite of the elite.
Yeah, it's months long. After regular basic training, when you're already in pretty damn good shape, you go to, basic training on steroids, which is special forces training or BUDS training, and I believe that's, anywhere between 6 and 10 months, and it's brutal.
You can't just go to a place and have them do a Navy SEAL workout.
But they're only paying the guy for 1 day.
All right,
I gotta get 10 months of training.
One day.
I'm gonna put 10 months of training on you idiots in 45 minutes.
It sounds like they had him for 1 hour. I'm going to whip you guys into shape in 1 hour.
Which I'm sure worked because now they can't work out for 3 more weeks.
So Tufts says the members of the team were diagnosed after a, quote, voluntary supervised 45-minute workout on campus last Monday. The session, which included 50 participants, was led by a Tufts graduate who had recently completed Navy SEAL training. 7 had to go to the emergency room. 3 are still in the hospital.
Wow.
Whoops.
We really have become so soft.
Mm-hmm. Soft. Soft.
That's the preface of
Rex will not stand for this softness. Say your serenity prayer. God grant me the toughness to punch the things I cannot change. The courage to get things in a headlock that I can. And the wisdom to piss all over anybody who disagrees with me. Rex, that is not the serenity prayer. It is now.
Rabdo.
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 What's that?
That's what I'm mispronouncing 4 times already.
We're
Rabdo.
Rabdo. Not Robdo, Rabdo.
And
Okay,
Rabdo
well,
is what?
That's when your biceps or whatever muscle swells up
That's
and
the
you get
Church of
toxins.
Swole.
The toxins in your body. Listen, I'm not going to have to worry about that, okay, for my own life. Trust me. Ain't no Robdo happening to me.
They don't call you Rabdo Rizzuto for nothing.
No, and you know what? Why I'm not a good CrossFitter or would
Why?
ever be? Because I don't like to run.
You don't have
There
many
seems to be a
shins.
lot of running.
You hate running.
There is
I
a
have-
lot of running.
Hey, the whole me not having shins thing is a very hurtful lie.
I don't have them either, dude. I can say that you don't have
I
shins
have
because I
excellent
too have
shins.
kinkles.
Hey, I got a whole bunch of them here. Thou shalt not skip leg day, for the glory of the squat is upon thee. Muscle 3-8. In the beginning, the CrossFitter created the barbell, and it was good. WOD 1-1. Blessed are the sore, for they shall inherit the gains. Sword is 5-9.
Is this from something?
Yes, and it was written, run the race with endurance unless there's a pizza party. Temptation 110. And lo, he did lift heavy weights, and the sweat did pour forth like the rain from the heavens. Gains 412.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of tractor, I will fear no tire in the valley.
And they gathered together in the box, and they said, "Let us crush this wad as one fellowship to God."
Amen.
Oh, man. I am out on
The
that.
Church of Swole.
Church of Swole, the Swoley Bible.
Protein 6-7. Verily I say unto thee, if thou dost not lift, thou shalt not eat.
Though thou farts, thou smell like rotten eggs. That is the smell of gains.
Oh, man.
Propel thyself.
So they're communing it. Body of Arnold.
The power of Swole compels you.
Body of
Body of Arnold. This is the blood of Ferrigno. All hail Statham. The beekeeper is amongst us. Maybe you would like it, dude.
That's great.
John Wick, chapter 1, verse 2.
Be careful out there, guys. That's
Yeah,
it. We
man.
don't want you getting hurt.
Yeah, man. It's I think maybe the military ruined me on people yelling at me during a workout.
No, that's
It's
not,
just not- it's
that's not
just-
motivating to you?
No, it's annoying to me. But I mean, if it's some people need that, and if you need that, I guess I just feel like there's got to be a happy medium somewhere in there, man. It does feel like watching your friend join a really aggressive church where you're just like, hey, man. And they're like, no, the Branch Davidians are cool. And I'm like, I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of stuff on the news about this Koresh guy. They're like, no, Koresh is swole. And I'm like, okay.
Well, I got a tracksuit and new Nikes on.
Yeah. I slapped the
the
Kool-Aid
story.
out of their
We
hand.
got this new drink. Exclusive to our box.
Do they go every day? Is that an everyday?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Twice a day.
Twice a day.
I don't think they work out on
you're really into it.
Sundays.
Sabbath.
Every
They
day.
take the Sabbath off, dude.
Sabbath, yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh. It's starting to sound a little bit like a
I'm not
gateway.
hating.
It's a
I'm not
gateway workout.
I'm not hating.
A gateway
I can
lift.
try it.
I'm not going to try it. I was doing boxing for a little while.
That's
boxing.
cool.
That
I've
was
always
all
wanted
right.
to do that. Kickboxing? Is it boxing or just kick?
No, it was boxing.
Yeah.
Yo,
I've
some of
always
those
wanted to do
boxing
that.
programs, you think they're just boxing, and then
No, it's
then
not.
you are in just a pile on the floor going, oh my God, how do I move?
I could even
that's
do the
hard.
hand wraps, like,
Oh,
wrap
really?
your hand.
Yeah, even without like weights. If you're just doing the actions and doing like a cardio kind of boxing thing, you are freaking exhausted.
I think I'm more of a Tybo kind of guy.
Oh yeah, Billy.
Billy Blanks.
Blanks.
Like in that's more my speed. Maybe a Thigh Master. I don't know.
Hey, why not?
Hey, it's a good look.
Billy Blanks. He's still kicking ass, right?
Oh yeah, I think he's still doing stuff.
Dude, he looks identical. He looks exactly the
Does.
same as he did in the '90s.
Got a
Advertising
weird
those
shaped
things.
head.
A weird shaped head. What you mean? It's round. It's bald. It's just Billy Blanks, man. He's still doing it.
I think his head doesn't match his body. Maybe it's because of a lack of neck.
Yeah, he looks like he could tackle you, really.
Oh yeah, I'm
well,
sure.
for sure.
Listen, Billy Blanks is in great shape. All right, before we hit the break, one more thing here. I do want to bring up. And I meant to bring this up yesterday because I talked to him over the weekend. Another radio guy. He's out in Michigan. I hadn't talked to him in a while, and he says, and he's like me. I'm not going to say I hate to travel. I do like to travel. I like to travel. This guy hates traveling.
You don't like to leave home, but you love to travel.
I love to travel. It's
Yeah.
when I get out of the house.
Yeah,
it's
once you
fun.
get
It's-
out, you're all in.
But this dude, it's not his thing. Traveling is not his thing.
Okay. He's like that dude from what was Ricky Gervais's show where they sent the idiot
The
abroad.
reluctant. Oh yeah.
Idiot
The
abroad.
idiot abroad.
They sent this guy
Yeah.
out there.
Kyle.
They found out this dude hated to travel, so they just sent him to all the most extreme places, Machu Picchu. And,
Yeah, that's a funny show.
It was funny.
So, but his wife loves it. His wife loves traveling,
Match made in heaven.
and he encourages her to do it. Like, hey, if you want to go away, get a girlfriend and go away. In fact, she's going to Germany with her friend next month for 2 weeks.
Nice.
And he's like, perfect. She could go with somebody. He doesn't have to be the one who goes. Great. Have a good time. But then she told him next year, for all of April and May, she's going to go stay with her mom. I guess her mom just moved to Arizona, and she's never been to that area of the country. She's going for 2 months. So they live in Michigan. She's going to be in Arizona for 2 months. And he was shocked by, like, the 2-month thing. Like, he said he was cool with it, but now he's not.
Why 2 months does she have?
I don't know how much there is to explore in Arizona for 2 months.
There's a
Isn't that
lot.
weird?
But you can like work out there, work remotely.
The entire Grand Canyon.
She's got the ability to work from anywhere. He does
That's
not.
cool.
He's a radio guy, so he's kind of tethered to.
Well, so
radio
her
station.
mother just moved out there. So I mean, that's kind of. I mean, she's not just. It's not just a vacation. She's kind of helping her mom settle in and maybe adjust.
2 months. Like she said, she wants to explore that area of the country.
Well, that too, and it is an absolutely incredible part of the country. And if you're from Michigan and you've never gone west, it will shock you.
He's
as
a
to
New
how
York guy who
different-
now lives in Michigan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, if you've never gone west at all, dude, it's a different planet. Our country is so beautiful and so big and so cool. And when you get out there and really start exploring, you realize
You need 2 months. I'm like, does she need 2 months?
More.
I can understand. I mean,
2 months?
I would do that.
Yeah,
if I
2
could
months
work.
to be
2
away from
months,
your
man.
husband?
everybody's a little
I
different.
think everybody.
We wouldn't do very
know.
well with that, but
I talk about it. Like I think about that often. Like if my sister ever has a baby, because she really wants to have babies one day, and like I will probably go out there for an extended period of time, as will my mother, and we'll, it's either do that or we up and move, to be near family. So I think that's all right if you talk about it. It's not like she's doing it and saying, hey, I'm just going to go do this. She's saying, I'm going to do this. Are you cool with it? Right? Like,
And he was like, yeah, fine. And then he's thinking about it like, oh, man, I'm kind of not.
okay, that's all right.
Tina and I do it all the time.
Yeah. Tours.
I mean, she tours, I tour.
Yeah, it's true.
We
yeah,
spend
but that's
months apart.
But that's a lifestyle y'all signed up for before you even knew.
It is, but I'm like,
Like when my wife met me, I mean, she,
100%.
I already did what I do. You know what I'm saying? So like, she kind of.
but
knew
I
that
think
I'm gonna
if
be out of
your
town.
wife's, if she was like, hey, I'm going to start, I've got this opportunity to go to Hawaii and teach beach body stuff or whatever, I think he'd be cool with it.
Oh yeah, she's leaving town this week. She is doing a speaking engagement for a women's
Right.
business.
For
That's
2
great.
months?
Nah, but I'm just saying, like,
But
if
if she
there was
needed
something
to.
that called her away,
You'd figure
Oh,
it
yeah.
out.
Listen,
Yeah.
my wife travels all the time. I mean, I don't. 2 months, though.
It's a long time.
That's 8 weeks, if my math is right.
My stepdad used to be a consultant and he'd travel around the world and he was in Africa for like months at a time. And that's not, he would come home only on weekends. So Jerry would be gone throughout the week, only home on weekends, seeing his kids and my mom and whatnot, and got used to that pretty easily. And whenever he went to Africa to work for a while, I mean, he couldn't come home so easily. So he was gone for, maybe like 3 months. So I think it's doable if you talk about it, and it sucks. But then, like, why doesn't he fly out there to visit her if he's so like?
That's what I
bummed
told
about
him.
it?
Like, hey, just go out and visit every once in a while.
Right.
You have no kids.
Perfect.
That's the,
yeah, take the middle
That's the-
2 weeks and go
Yeah,
enjoy.
Go out on a weekend. Go take a Friday off and go out there for a weekend, for a long weekend.
By that point, she'll know all the hiking spots on Camelback Mountain, and you go explore for 2 weeks.
And like, just call it a conjugal visit.
Yeah.
well, sometimes I think, and I don't know, maybe everybody's different, but like marriage can create like an unhealthy codependency. Sometimes I see people that I'm like, you can't go. I have a friend like that, man. He can't go anywhere. Like his wife is on him. And this isn't I'm not picking on the wife. I'm not saying, the wife. I'm just saying, like, in their relationship, he goes somewhere, she's texting, she's calling.
Oh, that sucks.
He's headed home because he's like, and it's
Don't
like,
leave him alone.
he can't, like, have a day. He can't, not even a day. He can't have 4 hours out.
Of
Without-
guilt-free.
He's on the phone with her. He's outside until
Man, that's not great.
he leaves.
But
And
what
I'm
if
like-
she goes somewhere or she doesn't?
And I can't speak to that. I don't see him do that to her, but maybe he does. Maybe it's a two-way street. I have no idea. Because I only really hang out with him. I hang out with them as a couple.
Usually-
I don't hang out with her by herself.
In my experience, seeing that, I've seen that a lot,
Sure.
actually.
It always,
Where the other person doesn't have a life. They don't have their own
yeah,
thing going on.
maybe that. There's sometimes that, and sometimes I just think it's like you get so used to, you build, to me, when you're partner with somebody, you try to like complement each other, not become a yin and a yang, like a thing that's so locked together that when it comes unlocked, you can't handle it. That feels unhealthy to me. Maybe it's not. Maybe what I do is that. Maybe the fact that we can spend months apart isn't healthy. I don't know. But I think that you can figure that out. You know what I mean? Like if your partner's going somewhere and it's enriching their life, or they're doing the thing they want to do, or it's something cool that they want to experience, you should be in support of that. Figure it out. Go visit them.
They've been married for 20 years.
Hey, let's talk on the phone this much. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think you get caught in this routine of, like, seeing someone every day or...
When I was joking around, I'm like, maybe she wants to leave you. And, which didn't help.
Yeah, that's not a healthy
You're not the person
we just renewed our vows. Okay, well...
You're putting them on high alert.
I was like, she's probably leaving you, bro.
I love that he thinks that's legally binding in some way. Yeah, well, we just renewed our vows, so she'd look pretty dumb if she left me right now. Pretty big idiot if she renewed her vows and just decided to have intercourse with a hot cowboy out in Arizona.
I was like, if you didn't like the idea, dummy, you should have said something.
Yeah.
Now she's made the plans, and her mother's involved now. See, the wheels are in motion already.
They're going to see all the vortices over in Sedona.
Oh, boy.
What are you going to see in 2 months? 2 months is a long time.
But this is the perfect experience for him since he doesn't necessarily like to travel because she's going to get all the fun out of her system being out there for so long. By the time he comes out, she's just going to want to chill with him at home, wherever, their mom's house or whatever it is. And so there's not going to be too much that he needs to go do. Like, see a couple of things that she wants him to see.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
What do you know about the West?
I know. I've seen pictures.
You've seen Vegas.
I've seen a cactus photo.
I've been to Vegas.
You know a lot about it then.
My wife was in Sedona, again, without me.
It's great.
Which is fine. Said she loved it. She goes, you'd hate it.
That's a little crunchy for you.
Actually, you know what? I was in Phoenix. I went to Phoenix.
Yeah, you'd like
hated
Phoenix.
it. It was summertime.
So hot.
Oh, man.
It was so hot.
Gotta see the West, though, dude. Spring or fall. Golly, dude.
All year.
Western United States is one of the coolest parts of the planet. It's so special. We're so lucky to be here.
Yeah, because the Grand Canyon's one of those places, too, you need to see in all 4 seasons.
Yeah?
Because with snow, the only time I've been there is with snow on the ground and snow is falling, and it was stunning. But I want to go whenever it's no snow.
All right. Listen, he's getting divorced.
I know he's not.
He's getting divorced.
Listening to the show going, oh, my God.
She's going down in the canyon with a mountain man.
Well, I told him, I said, listen, I'll give him King Scott's a Pornhub password, so you'll be fine. You'll be fine. you'll be fine for the next
it's
2 months.
nice, man. You get to miss the person, like
Distance makes the heart grow fonder.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true. Sometimes it's a little time apart, especially for 20 years, and you're on top of each other day after day after day after day after day. You get a little, let the absence, enjoy it.
After 4
Eat
weeks,
eat Cheetos in bed, dude.
Make
you got all
yourself
kinds
a
of cool
bowl of
stuff.
spaghetti and watch NASCAR.
Right.
Enjoy yourself, pal. Eat what you want to eat. Just when she gets back, don't be like 30 pounds heavier.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody
Especially
wants
after she's been rolling in the hay with a cowboy
right
in the canyon who's built of muscle and sinew. Because he went to CrossFit too.
CrossFit Sedona.
Rejoice in the clanging of the plates, for every lift is a step closer to glory. Lifting 10
CrossFit in Sedona, we do crazy chin-ups on dream catchers.
Yeah, she's leaving you, bro. That is brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill from Mineral Point. I believe there's a couple Team Rizz members from Mineral Point.
Really? Mineral Point?
Yeah, Mineral
We're
Point.
huge
Missouri.
in Mineral Point, dude.
Yeah, number 1 there, actually. Kelsey Reese
Yeah,
is our Team Rizz member today. Kelsey has been a fan of both the RizzShow and The Point for as long as she can remember. She tunes into the show every morning to start off her day. Loves my brutal honesty, Moon's positivity, learns open honesty and perspective, King Scott's jokes, and Rafe's humor. Jeff is still her favorite member of the show, and while she misses his presence, she loves knowing that every time she listens to the show, she can count on getting a good laugh.
Right by Potosi.
There it is, Mineral Point. Kelsey Reese from Mineral Point is our Team Rizz member of the day. Get super sweet Team Rizz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up, 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, it's 7:10. It is Tuesday. We have some news after the break. First look at the traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to September 29th. The highways are clear. Your point forecast, less rain, but spotty showers are possible. High of 74 right now at 66 at the Point Studio.
Do you still have issues with your left and right?
No.
Lots of adults do, and America down to its last Kmart.
Oh,
Yep.
man.
All the details next. Stay there. The Rizz Show, phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RiZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow at 1057thepoint.com. Somebody sent me this, you might be old if quizzes. Mm-hmm. And I think we're all old, guys. Because I think every one of us has done every one of these things.
Okay.
I think it just hit me. It just hit me, guys. All right, so grab a pen.
All right.
So it's you might be old if, and I'll read you a statement, and it's 1 point for everything you've done. I think we've all done every one of these things. So
You
we're
want us all
all
to
old.
keep score for ourselves?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 point if you've used a rotary phone. Okay, everybody gets a point there.
Mm-hmm.
Still on my parents' wall.
1 point if you used a floppy disk. All of us have used a floppy disk. 1 point if you've used a typewriter. 1 point if you've taken pics with a film camera. Listened to music on a CD. Made a mixtape. Owned a Walkman. Listened to music on a boombox. Watched a movie on VHS. Rented a movie from Blockbuster. Learned cursive. Played an Atari. Sent or received a fax. Had a MySpace account. Ordered from Columbia House.
Oh, I never did that one.
Oh.
Wow. Someone's not
I
as
wasn't
old as
allowed.
us.
Yeah, somebody's not as old as us.
I really wanted to, but my parents were like, absolutely not, because it was like cash on delivery and credit cards and whatnot. And
I
my
never did
parents
it
never let me.
myself, but I think I did it with friends.
Oh, I did.
I did
we
a few
it-
times.
I think we did it at
Because
Kevin's
you could do
house.
it where it didn't cost you, like maybe
You could use
15
multiple
bucks.
names.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And then
I
you
think I
go,
spent maybe $15 total and probably got 100 CDs.
and they send the bill, and you go, I'm 14.
yeah.
And they,
Sorry.
Sorry, can't pay up. Don't know
sorry,
what
Ken,
CDs
I'm
went.
14. Access the internet via dial-up. Used an encyclopedia. Used a phone book. Sent a postcard. Used a paper map. Owned a dictionary. Written a check. Uncurled a telephone cord. 100% for me.
I do that all the time in here because this one is a mess.
100%, right?
How many?
100%.
Those 25, or how many was on that list?
I don't know. I just lost count because I just had a point for everything.
Well, let's see. I have 22 as my
23.
score.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
the only one you
23
didn't do was the Columbia House.
Yep.
Yeah, we're old.
We old.
Some
We
of those
old.
are much older than others, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Blockbuster was cruising in the early 2000s. Atari was pretty much out by 86.
Yeah, but then the throwback came in like the 2000s.
Oh, there
But if you're-
was? There was a resurgence?
Oh.
And that's where I played it.
Okay, so I would
Okay.
maybe take. You know what? I'm going to take
that
a point
out?
away from you.
Okay, so 21.
Like if you didn't put the cartridge in the Atari, what 2600, 2800?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a resurgence at all. I had no
Oh, yeah.
idea.
I just know in the late 80s, whenever Nintendo got big, and if you couldn't afford that, you went to garage sales and got an Atari. And that
Yep.
was the
Yeah.
next best thing.
Yeah, or grandma
That's
was
what I
like,
had.
I got you a Nintendo. And you're like, oh my gosh, I got a Nintendo. And then they hand you an Atari and you go,
You go, this is not
God,
Nintendo, bitch.
Grandma,
What?"
you idiot.
Grandma, you idiot.
Rafe, I'm sure you scored 100% too.
Yeah.
So we're all either old or hipsters, one of the two.
Now, if there ever was a time when kids suddenly became an adult at 18, that's no longer the case. Even most 18-year-olds would agree. So when does life get real? At what age does life get real?
I would say 26, 27, because you're off your parents' insurance at 26. So now you have to start figuring that out. I'm going to say 27.
27. When does life get real?
Off your parents' insurance. Talking about health insurance?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Health insurance. Isn't it 26?
Yeah, like, I think
Now it
so,
is, yeah.
something.
Now it is.
Damn, really?
Yeah, I know, right?
Holy crap.
Kids, huh? Got it easy.
Got it made.
Sorry, what
Got
were
it
we talking
easy.
about? Something just
At what
smacked me in the
age
face.
does life suddenly go, oh man, I'm an adult now and
Yeah,
it's real?
I think Lern's probably right. That's probably right.
I have the age. I have the exact age.
When you're thinking like settling down, like in your late 20s, people get married or start having babies or big jobs.
I'll tell you when
Find
it's
your first
when you're
double
paying
wide.
all your own bills, when you're financially independent, when you're putting responsibilities over having fun.
Ugh, the worst.
Okay, yeah, but I'm gonna push a little bit on this and say that I was doing that at 17. And
Well, yeah.
I was doing that I mean, I had.
Well, we know
I had
your case.
Kids, but listen to me. I had kids, apartment. At some point I had a house at like 20. This tiny house, and I was working my butt off. I had multiple jobs and all that. Like the quote unquote real that we're talking about right now was on me. Upon me far earlier than most.
We're talking about the average, though.
But hang on. But what I'm saying is, yet, if I look back, there is a real aspect to my late 20s that did not hit until my late 20s.
Yeah,
So
but
even though that was all on me at a young age, even at 21 and 22, it didn't feel the same. So I would say, even for me in a different scenario, not because of bills or responsibility, life wasn't real until my late 20s.
Yeah, because
as it was for you guys.
Yes, as far as real goes, yeah, you had a kid, you had bills, you had responsibilities. You were still on tour.
I wasn't on tour until I was 22 or 21 or 22. There were
Yeah, but still,
multiple years.
your early 20s, yes, you had responsibilities, but it was a world that you were living that not many people get to experience, and unrelatable to most people.
Totally. But what I'm saying is before that, those multiple years before that, when I was just like stressing and like we were eating grilled cheese and peanut butter and jelly to survive, and that was life, and I was working a full-time job and 2 or 3 part-time jobs. Even then, with all that stuff, like life wasn't real in the same way until your late 20s, when you realize,
Give me an
like,
age.
oh my God, this is real pressure. No, I'm saying
27?
I think for anybody, and it has less to do about pressures and monies and all that, and just has to do with like maybe the physiology of the human brain can't accept the realism for the actual realism it is until you're in your late 20s.
That people phrase it are, it's the paying the bills, it's financially independent, it's putting responsibilities over having fun. That's the real holy cow moment.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think I'm going to go 22.
22, Rafe, because they studied 4 generations.
It's hard not to have this be anecdotal, but I'll say average. Lern's probably in the ballpark. I'll say late 20s. I might go a little later even. Because I think 26, you get kicked off your parents' health insurance, but you still feel like you're going to live forever till about 28. Somewhere between 28 and 30.
I would have said 30. I would have like you leave your 20s, that 2 turns to a 3, and you go, oh, okay. All right.
I think that's when you start to feel the sands of time slipping through the hourglass. And that's
At
when
30?
Yeah, when you start in your 20s, it's like you're trying on different personalities. You can still do anything, right? I could be a meteorologist if I wanted to, or I could join the circus. You still have options. At 30, you're like, I got to lock something in.
things.
Yeah.
At 30, you're like, I got to lock something in here.
Well, a study of 4 generations, boomers, Gen Xers, millennials, and Gen Zers, found that in their experience, adulthood actually starts at the age of 27.
Wow,
Dang,
nice.
man, nailed it.
27. So you're paying your own insurance. You're not on your parents' family plans. You're laying the groundwork to support yourself and your family into the future. You can be trusted with a credit card. You know how to do laundry.
I guess what I was saying
Theoretically.
I guess what I was saying was, all of that stuff aside, I think the real switch is when you realize that you've lived most of your life thinking like, it's all going to be fine. It's all going to work out. Whatever's next is going to be next, and it's going to be great. And I still believe that to a certain degree. But there was a point around 26 or 27 when I realized, oh, crap, not everything is going to be all right unless I make it all right.
No, it's when you realize, man, there's consequences to actions.
Right, and that you have a responsibility
Real world consequences.
to make everything all right.
Yeah, and it's your job to right the ship.
Right, exactly.
All right, let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by.
Energy Stars Heating and Cooling, preferred partner of Ameren, Illinois, to make your home comfortable and affordable.
And with that being said, is it weird to still struggle with a concept you learned in kindergarten? A lady on TikTok is going viral after admitting she still has trouble knowing her left from her right.
It's so easy. Mm-hmm. Look at your hands. Put your hands out in front of you. The left hand makes an L. That's how.
How about just knowing it?
Well, knowing it, but also maybe if you have, I don't know.
What if you don't have a
Knowledge.
left hand?
That's a good point. That's a good
Did you
point.
even think about that?
I
I'm just going to go
didn't
ahead and
think about
stop
that.
whoever's getting ready to email us that.
Okay, I apologize to all the anti-left-handers of America.
Yeah.
I have learned this
So
the hard
rightist.
way. You don't test your friends if they struggle with this.
Very right wing of you.
Yeah, you don't bother your friends if they struggle with this when they're driving. Because my buddy, it was a right turn on a one-way street.
Yeah.
And I told him, turn right. And he instantly went left instead of right because he got so confused with me saying right. And
Well, your friend's an idiot.
Yeah, he's a special boy.
Yeah, I have a hard time accepting it when people can't do left or right.
Well,
I'm like, are you messing with me? Am I asleep right now?
So, well, she saw a video where somebody said left and right are just intuitive to them as up and down.
Yes.
But she has to think about it first, and she thought everyone did. So is this a common issue for adults? And a couple people in the comments made fun of her or thought she was joking. One person said they genuinely don't understand how grown adults get confused by left and right, but plenty of people said they have to think about it too. And it's not something that's automatic. One person said they still have to do the trick where you put your thumbs and your pointer fingers out. The one that looks like an L is your left hand. You morons.
But you don't actually do that.
No, I don't do that, but I do like tighty righty, loosey lefty. Like whenever you're screwing something.
Well,
in.
Yeah, but that's not questioning the direction. That's questioning like which one does what.
Sure. I understand this woman a little bit. I know my left and right, but I also, there's moments where I have to actually like take a pause and go, okay, yeah, and then move.
Your watch is on your left hand.
I
Is
know,
it a brain
because I'm
malfunction?
right-handed.
Is there something scientific about it? Is it a mal? Is it?
Why is
should
that?
I feel bad for being upset when people mess up their left and right? That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, dude. I didn't mean to. Why do right-handed people who made that law?
That you put your watch on your left hand?
Because
Yeah,
you use
what's
it
that?
less, right?
What's the point?
It
Yeah, I
just
don't know.
is, man.
I think it was because typically if you're a right-hander, you're writing with your right hand, and
don't
you
wanna
don't want
get
the
your
watch
watch in the way?
on the thing.
Getting scratched?
Maybe
Maybe.
that's it, or maybe it's scratching. I think it has to do with
Interesting.
writing. At least that's what
I mean, I heard that growing up too, and I was always just like, whose grandpa decided this and got this off the ground?
Well, you know what? When somebody has their watch in the right hand, it means they're gay.
I don't think
Awesome.
that's true.
What?
My dad wears his on his right.
What? Ooh, man.
He's a lefty though.
Oh, okay. It's more like...
Was it like that with pocket watches too?
You just put that up your butt.
Yes.
Like in
if
Pulp
we watch
Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, we know.
In fact, if you don't have your pocket watch up your butt, it means you're gay.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Man, Kmart taking a beating from Walmart and Target and Amazon. Kmart just announced its last full-size store in the U.S. is closing next month.
I thought they were gone a decade ago.
No, there was just one. There's one.
One here or in the world?
One in Bridgehampton, New York.
Like corporately owned, like an actual Kmart.
Kmart.
Or they were just.
I'll tell you what, man. You go to Lee May Ferry.
The
there's-
big stores, like the big,
Yeah.
like the big full-size store. There's a mini Kmart in Miami.
It's sad. You go to Lee May Ferry by the Bellasinos there, like Lindbergh and Lee May. There used to be a Kmart right there, and they've bulldozed it. I went to Bellasinos a month or so ago, and that thing is gone. And it was
that-
like really sad.
Dunn Road? Wasn't there one on Dunn? Is that the one you're talking about?
No, I don't know if there's a Dunn Road near it. It's essentially Lee May and Lindbergh, South County.
There was a big Kmart on Dunn Road, and it was a gold mine when I used to. One of the worst jobs I ever had, dude, is I'd have to go into Kmart's and Big Lots and all these places and pre-sell appointments for family portraits for like the roving family portrait studios.
Fun.
That's fun.
It was awful, dude. It was the worst job in the world. I felt so bad because it'd be like you'd have to be like, hey, you want to bring your family in next week? And you have to put a $7 or $15 deposit. I'm not even selling. I'm selling the appointment.
Yeah, he was selling the picture.
And then it'd be like, yeah, you get 27 wallets and one 5x7 for $19.99. And then it's people that are like probably scraping their couple nickels together. And they'd give me the money, and then I'd find out like the old bait and switch was happening a week after I'm gone and I've sold them all this stuff. It's like the 27 wallets were stickers, like the little peel stickers.
Yeah.
In the one picture, and the next least expensive package was like $300.
Well, and they're saying to themselves, if I ever see that guy that sold me
Yeah, dude,
I'm going to kill him.
I still bet there's people swing on me out by Dunn Road where that Kmart used to be because my rule was make $100 and leave.
Well, Kmart just announced its last full-size store in the U.S. is closing next month. The location in Bridgehampton, New York, on Long Island, will shut its doors on October 20th. A smaller Kmart in Miami will be the last one operating in the lower 48. They also still have a few left in the U.S. Virgin Islands and Guam. But the first Kmart opened in Garden City, Michigan in 1962, and by the early 90s, there were over 2,300 Kmarts across the country.
I worked a 4-hour shift at Kmart and then left because the earring debacle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Never forget.
They told me to take the earring out, and I was like, nah, man, training lady said I could keep it in. And it's like, I'm not going to finish training you unless you take it out. So,
Well, we'll see.
Can I take a break? I'm going to go get one of them awesome pretzels at the food court. And I got a pretzel, and I walked out.
So Kmart went bankrupt in 2002, merged with Sears, and then went bankrupt again in 2018. Even that last location in Miami isn't much of a Kmart these days. They recently subleased most of it to the home furnishing chain At Home.
No kidding.
Yeah, the only part that's still a Kmart is a small section that used to be their garden department, and that's it.
Wild.
So we say goodbye to Kmart. Bye.
Bye, old friend.
Bye, old
Well,
friend.
At least we still have Venture.
Yeah.
I shipped my pants. Kmart.
That was the
Their
greatest.
greatest contribution to society was that commercial.
Was
I shipped my pants. With that being said, Amazon doing its second big sale of the year next month. The big Prime Big Deal Days scheduled for the 8th and 9th.
Good.
So Amazon has prepared a holiday gift-giving guide for people to start shopping early. Prime members will get new deals every 5 minutes. Amazon's July Prime Day event was very successful. $14.2 billion in sales.
That's awesome.
Amazon CEO Andrew Jassy said last week that after 4 years of working from home, all corporate employees back to work. Got to go into the office. Are there many places still doing remote working?
A lot of places, man.
Amazon said, nope, we're done doing that. In a memo to workers, they wrote, we've decided that we're going to return to being in the office the way we were doing before the onset of COVID. When we look back over the last 5 years, we continue to believe that the advantages of being together in the office are significant.
But if they're profiting, I wonder, it's just a morale thing. They just want everybody to be together.
Well, they
I
probably have
understand.
long-term leases on this building, and they're trying to figure out.
I think it's
What's
a
the
real
point?
estate smokescreen play. I think a lot of these commercial real estate things are empty.
Well, and here's what they say. Labor experts say that requiring employees to go back to the office is their way of reducing headcount, as some will either quit or get fired before returning to a job they can do completely from home.
Don't have to pay unemployment if they quit, right?
Yep. I ain't come back to the office.
There's a lot of people that don't ever want to go back to the office, so they'll find another way.
I'm pretty sure, I mean, it's been proven. Like if there was an upside, and I use that term very lightly, to the pandemic, was that a lot of companies found out that people could be more productive from home than coming into the office because, you know, they want to they want to work from home, so they want to show, hey, I'll get my stuff done. And you really, when you go into a job, let's just be honest, if you do 4 to 5 hours of work in an 8-hour shift, you're kicking ass.
Oh, it's the office space thing.
Yeah, you're playing grab ass half the day. You're walking around. You're
Playing solitaire.
Pooping on company time. You're in
checking
the break
your Facebook.
room.
It's Prime Day is, next week.
Yeah, you're chatting with the person in the next cubicle, which is great, I guess, for building like friendships, work friendships. But I think people were getting stuff done. And the gift that you're giving back to people of like the commute time and the getting ready. Like if you don't have a job where you need, I mean, I get you can't like do at-home nursing. Do you know what I mean? Like there's certain jobs you need to go in.
If you work in a warehouse, you need to be there.
But if it's an office job where you're behind a keyboard all day and working on a computer, why not be able to do that remotely?
Yeah.
The gift you're giving your employees of their time back will make them want to work harder for you.
Well, again, the labor experts are like, hey, this could be a way of them just reducing the head count.
That sounds right to me.
I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. You guys, if you're a pushing buttons on a keyboard, why do you got to be in the office?
Yeah.
And also on the Amazon tip, if you ask anybody which company is the most notorious for treating employees poorly, there's a good chance they'll mention Amazon. I can't speak anything of it. I've never worked for Amazon. I don't know anybody that works for Amazon. I see their drivers hustling, and they now drive around those cool electric vehicles.
I knew somebody that used to work for Amazon and does not anymore. And I'll take that as a sign that they're much happier driving for someone else.
Okay, well, and here's the latest. There's talk online that Amazon is banning their delivery drivers from singing along to the radio.
What?
Yeah, some employees and former drivers said that Amazon was cracking down on distracted driving and, quote-unquote, dinging them if they were caught singing.
Who's in charge of the Amazon driver department? The dad from Footloose?
How would they know? How would they know, you ask? I'm glad you asked. Well, Amazon has cameras in the vehicles that spy on drivers, not surprisingly, and that's how they'll be able to see if the driver was belting out, rolling in the deep or something. Amazon is denying this. And a spokesperson said this is completely inaccurate. Amazon has never issued guidance or communications that prohibit people from singing in the vehicle. And they even offer up some quote-unquote evidence by sharing a previously produced video detailing a day in the life of an Amazon delivery driver. It does mention the cameras in the vehicles to promote safe driving, but it also shows the delivery person singing in the van. So if you're a driver, let us know if that's true or not.
It's one of the few things that you have as a driver. I knew a dude who owned he actually used to do like a courier kind of gig and then owned a courier company. And people would ask him, like, why would you, what got you into this business? You always dream of being a courier? And he's like, dude, I just found it to be super peaceful, awesome job. I got to listen to my music.
Right. I'm on the road.
He's like, I'm on my schedule. I do things. I'm helping people get things from here to there. It's like a perfect gig for me. And that's one of the few things that you're looking forward to as a driver is the solitude, the peace. And
if I want to sing, hey, sing.
Yeah, you got control of the radio.
Most arguments over PB&J would involve what? What could people possibly be arguing?
Smooth or crunchy?
No, the
Bread?
ratio of jelly to peanut butter.
Oh, I can see that being a legitimate argument.
Okay. How to cut the bread. Listen, an argument over PB&J, chances are nobody's getting hurt. Right?
I don't know, man.
Not in today's story. Not in today's story. A 23-year-old guy in Illinois named Javon Owens was charged with first-degree attempted murder after he stabbed another man with a butter knife during an argument over peanut butter and jelly. A witness said Javon and the other guy were arguing over peanut butter and the victim not cleaning up after themselves, leaving peanut butter and jelly on the counter, which I guess
man,
really
took
Javon over the edge. I get it.
That's a mess.
It's a mess. It's disgusting. And the victim should be ashamed.
Yeah, this issue is no longer about the sandwich.
But is it? Is it enough to be stabbed with a butter knife over?
I'm impressed. Getting stabbed with a butter knife seems like you got to really press it in, right?
Yeah, things got violent, and Javon stabbed the other guy 5 times with the butter knife.
My Lord.
In his hip, his lower left back, his right armpit, the back of his right shoulder bone, and the right side of his collarbone.
Really spread it out.
Hey.
Like, he got through the skin, too. Like, the stab wounds punctured an intestine.
Yeah, have you ever tried to cut a steak with a damn butter knife? It's impossible.
Where's
This guy's
No,
stabbing people?
it's rounded.
Worst part about it, it's probably got peanut butter on it. Now that's on me.
Yeah. That is the worst part.
That's the thing. You got 5 puncture wounds, and that's the thing.
With a butter knife.
Is that blood or jelly?
But you know, a butter knife's rounded.
Sure.
I mean, there's got to be a lot of force to have a butter knife go through somebody's skin. Javon is looking at 30 years in prison.
Damn. Over a sandwich.
Yep.
Over a mess.
Over a mess. Yeah, you know what? Leave the PB&J out of this.
Yeah, there's a principle.
It's not the PB&J's fault.
No.
It's the principle on the table, not the sandwich.
No, speaking of PB&J news, we may have covered this, maybe, and I missed it, but did you guys see that Uncrustables has a new flavor for the first time in 10 years?
No, go on.
Pretty big news. Peanut butter and raspberry spread.
Oh.
Adding the Uncrustable flavor profile to now 5 possible
Well,
flavors.
it's about time.
In a pink box, too. Look at that.
What do you...
So, you know,
Don't you worry at me.
that's the world balancing itself out. One guy's getting stabbed over a PB&J, and the world gets...
Listen, man.
And the world gets a
New
new
Uncrustable.
Uncrustable flavor.
I know these are one of the most unhealthy things. They're just sugar pockets, but, like, have you had an Uncrustable recently?
I've
Rizz?
never had an Uncrustable in my
Dude,
life.
they're one of the best terrible things for you out there. It's so freaking delightful when you have one. The little pinchies at the end, how they make the little pocket.
The crimped?
Even the crimp, just like it feels good. The texture is untouchable.
I've never had an Uncrustable.
They're a little heavy-handed with the jelly. I'm just gonna say that.
But I like that. I like that.
Too much jelly?
It's a
Too
sugar.
much jelly for
it's
my
a sugar
taste.
bomb. Yeah, you hurt yourself.
All right. And finally, in your news, this really stings those 2 or 3 times a year you take cash out now, but an annual study found ATM fees have hit a new record high. Can anybody tell me what the national average ATM fee is?
Oh, man.
$10.
No way.
I mean, it's not that much yet.
$3.50.
It's been 20 years since I used an ATM.
20 years.
$5?
It's
Must be
the last time I
nice.
used one was at a strip club. So I've got a
Yeah, you've got a skewed.
very skewed view of what an ATM fee costs.
We were, when you go to Vegas, those ATM fees are like $30
They kill
bucks.
you. Yeah, they kill you. I think that's the other time I've used one was at Caesars.
Yeah, one of the last times I used one was we were in Vegas.
I don't go to an ATM for any reason when I'm at home.
And it was on the casino floor.
Yeah.
I'm like, it was enough where my bank was like, is this you?
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
The fee was?
It was like $30.
Oh my gosh!
they'll
what are you
they'll
doing?
gig you at the casinos.
At the casino, a one-time fee.
Okay, so what's the standard? Is it $3, $2?
The national average now for ATM fees is $4.77.
Holy crap! Are you serious, guys?
I remember when I first got my first debit card, and it was like maybe $1 if it was one of the out of network.
Right.
Yeah.
You look for what was it, Cirrus?
It depends. Like
forgot.
Together Credit Union has like the shared branch thing, so there's like 5,600.
I think there was a company that if it was
if it was on the back of your card.
Yeah, or it was like, I think the company was Cirrus or something. It would say it on the ATM, but no fees.
Some banks make it much easier than other ones.
Yeah, like
but-
that's why the credit unions are so rad. First Community or whatever, you can use them at pretty much any credit
stuff.
union. It's
So-
a great deal.
$4.77. That's the combined total of what your bank and the ATM charge for out-of-network transactions. So the average ATM charge is $3.19, and your bank takes another $1.58.
Golly, man.
So dumb.
That's crazy. And that's probably why I stopped using them to begin with, because I was broke and poor, and I was like, what am I doing? I'm just handing more of my money away.
Just so it's up 4 cents from last year. A decade ago it was $4.35. 20 years ago it was $2.66. If you adjust that for inflation, it's $4.42. Atlanta has the most expensive ATMs at $5.33. San Diego and Phoenix are next at $5.22. Of the 25 major metro areas they looked at, Boston has the cheapest ATMs at $4.16. So those are the numbers. And that's your news. We'll take a break. We'll come back with crap on celebrities. It is 7:50. It's Tuesday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. We have delays 270 westbound between Dorset and Olive. Further south, we have severe delays, 270 eastbound between 55 and 64. Your point forecast, less rain, but spotty showers are possible. High is 74 right now. It's 66 at the Point Studio.
All right, Lern, what do you got for us?
Dave Mustaine has some words for Peter Frampton, Jelly in Tulsa, and the best horror movie remakes.
All right,
A
we got.
list.
I'm sorry, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday, and I want to try a little game out. And maybe this could be a future game we do to give away tickets. This is like a demo.
All right.
My excuse for being late is the plot of a movie. So I'll give you my excuse for being late. You tell me what movie it is.
Nice.
All right, a little thing. We'll see how this works. All that and more next. Stay there. After the number 1 show at 10:15 is the number 2 show with your host, Rafe Williams.
That's right. Today on the Point app, call 818-532-1420 for the Papa Squad hotline. Leave us a message. Maybe something you'd like to see Rizz and I talk about at the top of the show. Got a bunch of good messages, getting a lot of 4 a.m. drunk dials, and I'm telling you, I like it. Because you're, talk about no filter. Getting a lot of information at 4 a.m. from some of the listeners. But yeah, you can call that anytime, day or night. There's very clear instructions on how to leave me a message, things we can discuss on the pod, and we'll be there live at 10:15 today. So yeah, tune in.
Yeah, you got me till 10:30.
10:15 to 10:30.
That's when I'm on with you, and then
you're out.
I'm out.
You have things to do.
Absolutely, I got a lot of things to do.
Like what?
Today?
Uh-huh.
Nap.
Got him.
Got
Cool.
him.
Right on.
I got today. I actually got a pretty clear day.
Oh, I have things.
Oh, must be nice.
I got a clear day.
Well, you want to come over and have lunch?
Absolutely not.
You want to go
All
rollerblading?
right, man.
Sounds tempting.
It's going to make you crustable. Uncrustable.
Sounds tempting, but
We can pretend there's a
I'm
tragedy.
sorry,
That would be
Scott.
fun to get on rollerblades and eat Uncrustables.
Yeah. In our short shorts, just let's go to Forest Park and just,
Yes,
just
okay.
cruise around.
We'll see what the Evolution Festival is looking like right now. They're probably setting up.
Trying to set that up. All right, so let's take this out for a little spin here. This little game, an idea, and maybe this will be good enough for a future game. Give away some tickets. So we're gonna do it in the room here.
Okay. Test.
Your name is your buzzer, okay, guys?
Test drive.
Okay.
Your name is your buzzer. So my excuse for being late is the plot from a movie.
Yeah. All right.
Okay? You tell me what the movie is. Guys, sorry I'm late, but I got mistaken for a billionaire with the same last name, and I got caught up in a bizarre crime
Moon.
plot when I really wanted my rug back.
Never mind.
Rafe.
Learn.
Rafe.
Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski, yes. What were you going to say?
I was going to say Mr. Deeds, and then you said something else. And I was like, oop, wrong.
Guys, sorry I'm late, but they hired a new female news anchor at my TV
Learn.
station,
Rafe.
and she got me fired, and I had to earn my spot back on the 5 p.m. news team.
Learn.
Learn.
Anchorman.
Should
Please
we have
wait.
to?
Please wait till I'm done.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Moon. Anchorman.
Yes?
Okay. Nothing.
What?
You made our names our buzzers.
She said her name first.
I know.
Moon.
How are we supposed to wait till you're done?
That was a warning.
Oh, okay.
That
You
was
let me
a
off
warning.
with a warning because I started
That was
crying.
a warning.
Okay.
Cool.
We just start. Hey,
Hey.
we're workshopping this.
Okay,
You're right.
Hey,
You're
can, we
right.
just, can we just have fun?
The full thing
We're
goes.
trying to have fun right now. On with
We're
the fun.
trying to have fun. I wrote these out, and I
They're
want to read
great.
them to the end.
You sound
okay?
great.
I agree
Let's
with
go.
you.
I want to read them to the end.
Let's keep
Okay.
rolling.
I like this.
So just relax, everybody.
Okay.
Guys. Guys, sorry I'm late.
Rafe.
Negative 3 points for Rafe.
Negative $1 million.
Oh, down $1 million already.
Guys, sorry I'm late. But I was pretending to be a teacher at an elite private school, so secretly turning my class into a rock band.
Moon.
Moon.
School of Rock.
Yes.
Nice.
Guys. Sorry I'm late, but my teddy bear from childhood got kidnapped and torn apart, and we had to rescue him from a weirdo and his son that stole him.
Learn.
Learn.
Ted.
Yes.
Oh, crap.
It's a great movie.
I wouldn't have got that.
Ted.
I should have done it like Mark Wahlberg.
Teddy bear got stolen.
My teddy bear. My teddy bear from childhood.
Remember when he rattles off the names of all the hillbilly girls, and it's so awesome?
Yeah.
It's the best Mark Wahlberg of all time.
I do need to see. I've not seen either one of those.
Is there curses in that part?
There's curses.
You would like it.
There's yeah. I
in
wish
that
we could
part
play it.
though.
They're
Try
filthy,
it.
but you would
Let's
love
see.
it.
You got the dumb button. Let's see. Let's roll the dice.
All right. After
right.
this. Okay.
I'll find it for you.
Guys, I can't believe it. I'm usually not late, but sorry I'm late, but I got hired to be the manager of a professional women's baseball team. And I thought it was a joke, but I sobered up and learned a lot about life.
King Scott.
Moon.
League of Their Own. I was built for it.
All right, last one. Guys, sorry I'm late, but I got sent to space to check out a distress signal, and an alien creature laid an egg in our shipmate's mouth, and it came out its stomach, and it hunted us down one by one.
Lern.
Lern.
Alien.
Yes. That's it.
Okay, cool.
I like this.
Hey, I sent you the TED clip. I think he says, Mother effing Ashley or something at the very end, but we could probably get through majority of it without getting the
dump it out?
FCC involved. Yeah.
I'll beep in real time.
Yeah, here, we'll beep in real
No.
It's so worth it, though,
That
because there's
counts,
so
right?
many great names.
No, it does not.
Yeah.
I think it counts.
It's peak Wahlberg at his best.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Here we go.
It's peak Mark. It's peak Mark.
Oh, God. I hate this. Okay. Stand by. Okay.
How's work?
Sucks.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, you know, not bad, actually. I met a girl. She's a cashier.
No way, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we should f***ing double date or something. You, me, and Laurie, and what's her name?
White trash name. Guess.
Mandy.
No.
Marilyn.
Nope.
Brittany.
Nope.
Tiffany.
Nope.
Candace.
Nope.
Don't f*** with me on this. I know shit.
Do you see me f***ing with you? I'm not.
All right, speed round. I'm going to rattle off some names, and when I hit it, f***ing buzz it, okay?
I will tell you.
You got me?
Yeah.
All right, Brandy, Heather, Channing, Brianna, Amber, Sabrina, Melody, Dakota, Sierra, Bambi, Crystal, Samantha, Autumn, Ruby, Taylor, Tara, Tammy, Lauren, Charlene, Chantel, Courtney, Misty, Jenny, Krista, Mindy, Noelle, Shelby, Trina, Reba, Cassandra, Nikki, Kelsey, Shauna, Jolene, Erling, Claudine, Savannah, Casey, Dolly, Kendra, Kylie, Chloe, Devin, Emily, f***ing Becky?
Nope.
Wait, was it any one of those names with a Lynn after it?
Yes.
Oh, I got you, mother. I got you. Okay. Brandy Lynn, Heather Lynn,
Tammy Lynn.
And you know what? It came edited.
Should have just taken credit that you did that live.
Oh, but I don't know. That's Mark, man.
Oh,
It's Mark, man.
It's Mark, man.
prime Mark.
Had you taken credit for editing?
Mark at his best.
You didn't do.
All right, today is September the 24th, back in the day, 90 years ago today, 1934. Babe Ruth plays his last game with the New York Yankees. The Boston Red Sox beat the Babe and the Yanks 5-0. 47 years ago, 1977, The Love Boat premieres on ABC. 36 years ago, 1988, James Brown he led police on a high-speed chase through Georgia and South Carolina while high on PCP. He was arrested, sentenced to 6 years in prison for weapons possession and assaulting his wife, served 3 years and got out on good behavior. That same day, Bobby McFerrin's one hit, Don't Worry, Be Happy, hit number 1. 33 years ago, 1991, Dr. Seuss died of cancer at the age of 87.
Hey, was it true, by the way, with Bobby McFerrin that he was so upset with that, like the success of it or something like that, that he didn't play it for a couple decades?
I think he still doesn't play it.
Can you freaking imagine going to see Bobby McFerrin and not seeing that? And I don't imagine you're going to see Bobby McFerrin unless you actually know.
I think he
some
does a
of his other
lot of like
stuff.
orchestral stuff. Like he's like a legit conductor.
He's a savant. That's why he's so. That's why he's so upset about it. He's like a musical genius savant. Like there's a thing where he does this whole thing on stage where he breaks down music and rhythm, and it's insane how intelligent and like he's a musical genius. But that's the thing everybody wants.
Yeah,
from
but
him.
isn't he smart
made
enough?
it.
But isn't he smart enough to know that not everyone is a musical genius, and that like that song had such power and like such good.
It was such a good song.
good
and
vibes. And
Robin Williams was in the video.
It did such a good thing for the planet. Still does. And like, I mean, can't you be?
I don't know
smart
if he
enough
sings
to,
it or not at concerts, but I know that was like part of the reason he felt like he could never get out from under it.
He's like, this is what I'm known for. I've created these other genius works of art.
Right, and this is the thing that's going to slingshot those works of art into other places that they
you could
never would have
afford-
reached.
Because of this song, you could afford to do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can tell people your story and show people your genius. Like, come on, man. And again, I don't know if that's true. I just heard the
I
rumor.
heard the same thing. All right, so 33 years ago, Dr. Seuss dies. That same day, the Chili Peppers put out Blood Sugar Sex Magic. That same day, another record comes out. Can anybody tell me what other record came out?
10?
A Tribe Called Quest put out Low End Theory, which is a classic record. Also,
Temple of the Dog.
no,
What year was this?
1991.
Yeah, 10 is my best guess.
So Chili Peppers put out Blood Sugar Sex
Was Nevermind
Magic.
91?
Same day Nevermind comes out.
And And they both records did quite well.
Yep. Yep. 31 years ago, 1993, Dazed and Confused, the movie comes out.
Yeah, you know what? 1994 was the greatest year for alternative records. 1991 was the worst year for hair metal.
Yeah, this switched everything.
Like 91 was the, we're officially done with that. It's over.
But a
You
good time.
watched the doc?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that is
what
wild,
what are you
that
talking
this shift.
Nothing
when
but a good time.
Nevermind dropped.
I don't know what that
Paramount
is.
Paramount Plus, the documentary about the 80s hair metal.
Oh,
done
no.
by the Jackass guy.
Last
Jeff
episode's all about this, is how like grunge came in and like took over hair metal and
On
What
this
about-
day in 91.
What about that one band? They were in the middle of
Tough.
filming their music
Yes.
video.
Trickster. No,
Tough.
Tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This band was in the middle of filming their music video.
And they had a top 10, right, at the time?
Like around this time.
And Nevermind came out, and they go,
Bye.
they pulled all the funding, done.
They had
got
2
dropped
weeks of
very
success.
quickly.
In the middle of the video shoot.
And it was Poison Light. The guy looked just like
Sucks,
Bret
man.
Michaels.
Oh yeah, and in that documentary they talk about how all the lead singers are carbon copies
Right. It's
of
true.
the one guy.
It's exactly what you're saying, which is like basically that like it came to an abrupt screeching, like hair metal died a quick death.
Yeah. In 63 minutes at this day in 1991.
Literally, like people, if they cancel you in the middle of a music video, that genre died fast.
Yeah.
Where they're just like, oh, it's over. No more.
Wow.
And the guy's like putting lipstick on in the mirror. Like, what?
Taking his wig off real slow.
Yeah, dude, it's sad. as hell.
What was the line? It was like, the lead singers were carbon copies of the guy before them, but the copy was a little off.
Yeah.
Well, it's always a little degraded.
A little degraded as the copies were made.
Yeah.
19 years ago, 2005, Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher were secretly married. They are living happily ever after. And 17 years ago, 2007, The Big Bang Theory premieres on CBS. That ran for 12 seasons. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And we start with this. There's drama between Megadeth and Peter Frampton. Dave Mustaine says Peter Frampton is talking out of his ass after Frampton alluded that Megadeth may have caused both acts' shows to be canceled in Richmond, Virginia this week. Frampton talked about the canceled gig a few days later while performing in Philly. Here is some audio of Peter Frampton.
All right, here's Peter Frampton.
We had a show canceled the other day because of weather, and also Megadeth did a sound check the day, I think a couple of days before our show, and after they finished their sound check, there was structural damage to the stage. I'm not blaming them, could have been another band, but it looks pretty like it.
I mean, it sounds like you directly blame
So, sorry Megadeth, I had a rat on you.
So only a short while later, Dave Mustaine chimed in with, "It seems Frampton was misinformed about our show being canceled. The decision was purely based on safety. It's disappointing when someone you admire talks out of their ass about you."
Oh, lighten up,
Lighten
Francis.
up.
Yeah, especially when they use a talk box out of their ass. It's
Yeah.
even more embarrassing.
Yeah, Dave, I think any talk about Megadeth is good talk about Megadeth.
I
They're
agree.
doing well on this tour.
Seems like he was
They'll
doing
be here
tongue-in-cheek.
Thursday.
They're doing. I don't know how it's sold here, but from all I'm reading, they're doing quite well.
I think they are doing well because they were here last year, I believe, as well. So they're coming back 2 years in a row. I think that's good.
You ever seen Megadeth?
No. I don't think so.
They're very good.
Yeah?
I wouldn't call myself a Megadeth enthusiast.
It's not my thing. This dude who I grew up with, I really liked this guy, and his taste in music was pretty much right on mine. Except for that, he was like pushing Megadeth on me, and I was like, dude, I don't get it. This is not clicking for me.
I saw it and I get it, but could you be a Megadeth and Metallica fan at the same time, or was that a Star Wars, Star Trek thing?
I think so.
That's what this guy was pushing on me because we were talking about the Metallica record, and I just gotten really, really into it. And he's like, dude, you got to check out Megadeth. And I was like, I thought it was one or the other. I thought it was Stones, Beatles, Megadeth, or Metallica.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you can like both. Check
Oh,
this
you
out.
can. I'm not sure.
Whoa.
And
I wasn't sure.
I personally think you can.
I
so.
Well, of
Even
course you
given the
can.
history.
I didn't have the capacity to hold both.
Yeah.
Well,
really
of course
didn't.
you can now as adults. We said.
Well,
That's
my
like
mom
when we
threw
were
both
kids.
away.
She's like, absolutely not.
Equally.
Jackie
Which
was
one?
zero fan of both.
Which one did you fish out of the trash?
He sells, but who's buying? Disappeared from under my bed frame right along with Justice for All. It was all gone. They were gone together.
No, but when we were younger, we had our loyalties and allegiances.
Mm-hmm.
There was no way you were a Star Wars and a Star Trek fan.
I get it.
To be honest, man, it just sounded better. The Metallica records sounded better to me. The Megadeth records just had this weird mid-range thing that did not turn me on.
But if you were a fan of either one of those bands when you were younger, let me know if that was a thing.
Everyone is coming out of the woodwork to share an experience, story, or rumor they've heard about Diddy. Most recently, singer Jaguar Wright claims that Diddy is raising money by selling tapes of his freak-offs on the dark web. Here is some audio of her shocking claims.
Who is this?
Jaguar Wright? Never heard of them.
Okay.
Jaguar, right?
Why would he sell his tapes on the dark net? He's selling it because he needs the cash. The last freak-off tape that just got sold on the dark net, which I know because I monitor, went for $500 million. It had multiple stars in it. Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, Drake. It was a really interesting night in Calabasas, and he just sold that footage.
How come you think it doesn't get leaked to the public?
The dark net?
Yeah.
Because of the dark coin. Most people don't even know that the dark coin exists.
Duh.
I don't know what
Duh.
this is, but it sounds wild.
But
Who is this Looney Tunes?
I believe it because of her hushed tones and confident, slow
She sounds like
swagger.
and I'm saying this with love because I go get my palms read. She sounds like a psychic or something telling everybody.
Psycho,
what
yes.
Yes.
Well, who would pay $500 million? Like the labels and management groups,
Right.
to hold? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're
That's the
saying?
ultimate in blackmail.
Right.
You know, you have a tape of these mega celebrities.
But why would you?
Rihanna, Drake.
Right. But okay, let's say Diddy has these tapes and he's blackmailing these artists. Would you not somehow just connect with the people that you think will pay you $500 million? You're going to put it on the web so Jaguar Wright can see what you're doing?
Dude, it all makes sense, man. You're just not looking.
Yeah.
Well,
The forest through the
I don't
trees,
understand
dude.
the dark coin.
You're just not looking, man. It's there.
I mean, you're probably right. I'm just asking
It's
the basic
there,
questions
brother.
of the
It's
audience.
there.
Take your Google goggles off. Peer into the dark web.
Well, what's crazy is the write-up about this clip from this woman. Everything's just like, this is allegedly, like, you know, there's a good amount of this that is probably not true, and what she's saying is quite
Well,
slanderous.
that's one of the big things coming out of this, and a lot of people are saying, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people are saying that Diddy's got tapes of all the stuff that he's used these tapes to blackmail people and to have people bend under his will for a very long time.
If that's true, that will come out.
Well, and the
Will
other thing that I keep hearing is like the reason that there was months that went by from the original allegations to the arrest to any information that's coming out is because there's so many people involved in it, and they were giving them time to erase them or figure out how they can get out of this. So when Diddy goes down, the 50,000 people that are involved in it don't go down with him.
Yeah. That's why you've seen a lot of accounts all of a sudden disappear and
That everybody's
Drop off.
distancing themselves
Yeah.
and being allowed time and resources to distance themselves if they're involved.
Paul is asking, what's the name of that hairband documentary? It's nothing but a good time. It's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, three-part series. Linkin Park is going to release another From Zero track called Heavy is the Crown today at 10 a.m. The song is going to be used as a League of Legends World Championship anthem. That video game competition starts tomorrow, and the band debuted Heavy is the Crown Sunday night in Germany. You can see it on YouTube, but officially will be released later today.
What's the name of the new singer?
Emily Armstrong.
Okay, so you're not allowed to say you don't like her.
Well, and Jacoby Shaddix was recently talking about how he supports the new version of Linkin Park. We have some audio of this.
Which is fine, but okay.
I don't have a straight up answer for it. Like, I think it's a bit different because Linkin Park has two singers, and I don't know, man. I don't really have a straight answer for you on that, but I've got plans on sticking around. You know what I mean? I don't plan on going out anytime soon. Hopefully I outlive everybody. You know, I'm a cockroach, bro. I ain't going nowhere.
What is if he would be replaced?
Yeah.
So if anybody online says they don't like the new singer, oh God, it's good.
You think? There's been plenty of people that say that they don't like her for her Scientology beliefs and her
or just straight
Jenny
up, I don't
Masterson support.
and those people have been crucified.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of fans being like, I don't know. Like, people are unsure.
Oh, and then people jump. How could you not like this?
Yeah.
That's all right. They don't care. They're just happy to be back, man.
I'm sure.
happy they're back.
But it's one of those things you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to have an opinion.
Yeah.
It's got to be. She's the best ever, ever.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I'm happy the band is cruising. It's going to be great.
Morgan Wallen just broke the record for the biggest music weekend in the history of Knoxville with 2 shows at Neyland Stadium with over 150,000 people. The previous record was set 40 years ago with the Jackson 5. So congratulations to him. Melanie Hamrick, the 37-year-old girlfriend of 81-year-old Rolling Stones frontman Mick Jagger, says she doesn't think about their 44-year age gap. The couple began dating when she was 28. She's a former ballerina. And she told the Times, quote, "Everyone's going to have their opinion. If you think about others' opinions, no matter where you are in life, you're going to have a problem and you're going to have to analyze it. I put the blinders on. Am I happy? Yes. Are the people in my life happy? Yes. Am I hurting anyone? No. Okay. They can mind their own business," end quote.
I'm all about it. Good for her. Good for him.
I know. And she's right. What are they hurting?
No, they're not hurting anything.
Right. It's consensual, loving relationship.
So this is Mick Jagger's
honey.
Yes, he is
yes,
81 and she is 37.
What common interests do they share?
Music and dancing.
His bank account.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
They both like Linkin Park.
Spas.
Let's be honest. Yeah, they both love the new Linkin Park lead singer. That's
Yeah,
what
they
it
do.
is. That brought
They
them
found a
together.
commonality. In TV news, Tulsa King is the Sylvester Stallone show about a mafia guy being exiled to Tulsa, Oklahoma, where he builds a new criminal empire. I haven't watched it. Have you guys watched Tulsa?
Yeah.
No, but I want
like
to,
it.
though. Is it good?
I wouldn't say it's. I don't know. It's one of those that's really fun. It's super fun.
Is
It's
it
worth
fun?
watching.
Is
It's
it
not
funny?
incredible.
Or is
What's
it
that?
serious? Is it all serious? Or is it
No,
fun?
it's got some silliness to
Okay.
it. Yeah.
But
it's really well done.
So the premise is Stallone is in witness. Stop me if I'm wrong. Stallone is in witness protection,
Yes.
and he's sent to Tulsa, and he tries to start a criminal empire in Tulsa.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Well, season 2 is out, and there's all sorts of cameos in the season. In season 2, episode 2, which aired on Sunday, Jelly Roll made himself a cameo appearance. He stopped by Bodie's weed dispensary, got to meet several members of the gang, including Dwight, Sylvester Stallone. Here's a little audio from when Dwight meets
Oh, I can't
Jelly
wait to
Roll.
hear this.
I know. It's exciting.
Hang on, here we go. Tulsa King with Jelly Roll.
Hey, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. How are you?
You're jellyfish, right?
You're close. It's Jelly Roll.
How you doing, Jelly Roll? Listen, you look really familiar. Were you ever in the joint?
Actually, I was back in Nashville. Was you in Tennessee?
No, that ain't it at all. So what are you doing in Tulsa?
I'm working. I got a gig at the BOK Center tomorrow night.
Yeah, what are you, head of security?
No, I'm actually a janitor. Just trying to make a better life, you know?
Hey, that's hard work, but you got good benefits.
Yeah, and we
It's
also
got
get a
Emmy
lot of
written
cool
all
stuff
over it.
people leave on the floor.
Can you believe
Yeah.
it?
What is that?
It's a playful moment, so they're obviously...
That's kind of how the show goes.
Yeah.
You that jellyfish
Can I listen to the beginning again?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, hang on. Let me get this up here.
Hey, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing great.
Welcome to my weed shop.
How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. How are you?
You're jellyfish, right?
Jellyfish.
In honor of Friends' 30th anniversary, HBO is launching a 4-part competition series called Fast Friends. According to Variety, the show is going to be filmed inside the Friends experience. The one in New York, is a 2-story, 17,000 square foot attraction featuring 18 nostalgic film-filled rooms, activations, and recreated sets. So the winning team will be crowned the ultimate Friends fan. People love Friends. Friends aficionados are going to be all over this competition.
Listen,
on
I'd laugh
HBO.
at the Stallone thing because it's just an over-the-top, like Italian, New York stereotype. How you doing?
You don't think he really talks like that?
I think he really does.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I
I
think
watched his
so.
documentary, and that's how he sounded.
And that's how he sounds. And that's how 90% of Italian Americans in New York sound. Hey, you doing?
One thing I do like about him, though, is he still has the turtles from Rocky 1. Like, he's got a little sentimental side to him. He sold his dog to make Rocky and bought his dog back when it was
Butkus?
successful. And he kept that dog and went everywhere with him, and he still has the 2 turtles from this scene.
I'm a Stallone fan.
They're like
His
48 years
documentary's
old, and he still takes care of them in an aquarium at his house. And I'm like, he's got a sweet side to him.
And he walks into the room. They probably got their own room. How you doing?
That's how he talks to
And
turtles.
how old is he now? Because he looks like in Tulsa King, he's
He like
shredded.
He's
70?
had some work done.
No, I mean, but you could tell the dude's still hustling at the gym.
Oh, he's
like keeping it on.
He's in his late 70s, I think.
Yeah, he looks
Late
great.
70s.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look it up.
I think Rocky was 78.
And how he was like 20 then?
Yeah, and he said he wrote that in 3 days, right?
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone was born in 46.
He's up there.
Holy crud.
Yeah.
But 46.
A real
Dwight
baby
D.
boomer.
Eisenhower was president.
Who knew, man? That dude is almost 80 years old. That's so
looks
wild.
great.
Looks great.
He's rad, man.
The makers of the satirical card game Cards Against Humanity are suing Elon Musk's SpaceX for $15 million. The cards allege that SpaceX illegally cleared a piece of Texas land that they own to store their construction materials. They bought the land. The Cards Against Humanity people bought the land at the U.S.-Mexico border. It was a political stunt against President Trump and his proposed border wall. The company made their feelings about Elon Musk quite clear, writing, quote, "Unfortunately, an even richer, more racist billionaire, Elon Musk, snuck up on us from behind and completely effed that land with gravel, tractors, and space garbage." SpaceX alleged to try to buy the land from Cards Against Humanity, but the company says it was a lowball
Well,
offer.
I don't see Cards Against Humanity trying to go off to space to get those astronauts up there on the space station.
They're entertaining all of us at
Go
family
ahead,
dinners.
Cards. Build a rocket.
Moving into movie news, Freddie Prinze Jr. will officially return in an upcoming legacy sequel to I Know What You Did Last Summer. Freddie played Ray Bronson in the first two films in 1997 and 1998. Jennifer Love Hewitt is also in talks to return, but hasn't confirmed yet. And this will be the fourth movie in the franchise. There was also a TV series in 2021.
I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Yes.
Is that the one with the guy with the hook?
Yes. And the raincoat.
The raincoat, yes.
What are you waiting for?
Right.
The ice pick
Forgot
hook
about
thing?
that. That's very funny.
Yeah, it was the hook guy with the...
Yeah, it was like to grab the ice. Ice cubes, right?
Did you guys see the new trailer for Thunderbolts, the new Marvel film?
I didn't see the trailer. I saw the
Is that
poster.
with Harrison Ford?
This is Florence Pugh. This is Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Bill Pullman's son is in it. Wyatt Russell is in it.
No.
Looks
Been
kind of
setting
good.
it up for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know this one.
Since Black Widow, right? Wasn't that the initial setup?
No, even before the one where the new Captain America, where Wyatt Russell plays the U.S.
Oh, this is Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, the Anthony Mackie little series with the dude with Sebastian Shaw or whatever. They were setting up this
Sebastian
like
Stan.
fake Sebastian Stan. That's right. They were kind of setting up that Wyatt Russell's was supposed to be Captain America's replacement, but it's a character called U.S. Soldier, I believe.
Huh.
So they've been setting it up. They've had Julia Louis-Dreyfus like pop in on post-credit scenes
Yes.
for a few things. So
It looks
that's
kind
cool.
of fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be in theaters in May of next year.
He's got it up in the studio.
And
Anyway.
yeah, no problem.
looks good.
And finally, fans of scary movies remakes at Ranker.com have been voting for their favorites. So movies that have been remade. What do you think is on this
Remakes.
list?
How was the Nightmare on Elm Street remake with the new Freddy?
Did that even? I don't know. Did that even? That was Jordan Peele doing that?
No, that was the guy who played Freddy. Was the guy from Bad News Bears? The one who played Rorschach
Walter
in
Matthau.
the one who played
Watchmen?
Rorschach in the Watchmen.
What's his name? It's a cool name,
I didn't see it.
right? He's got a.
He was Kelly Leak in Bad News Bears.
Yeah, he plays such a great creep.
Yeah.
That's not on this list. Think more like of our time, not
It's U.S.
brand
agent,
new.
by the way, before I get a million emails about that.
Remakes.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Texas
with
Chainsaw
Jessica Biel.
Massacre. Yes, that
Great.
was on this list. The original came out in 1974. That was number 13 on the
Blob.
list. The Blob not on the list.
It.
It, all of them, both, let's see, 1990s version, the 2017 version, and then the sequel that came out in 2019.
Okay.
That was number 3.
Okay.
Was there a new Candyman?
There was, but that didn't make the list.
Come on, Jackie Earl Haley.
Jackie Earl Haley. That's it. Halloween.
Halloween is on this list, but people were arguing because it wasn't
That's
ever
not
really
a remake.
Yeah, it was
That's-
sequels.
Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. still.
What's the
Or
list?
the Scream. Is Scream a remake?
Best horror remakes?
No, those are
Or
sequels.
Okay. I don't know if the new one.
I did see that Chainsaw Massacre one. I think it was Jessica Biel or whatever in the theater,
Yeah.
and I had not seen the original, and I was pretty impressed. And I was like, oh, it was kind of a cool movie. And I remember people coming out that were like diehards that were going in to judge it.
Mm-hmm.
And they liked it?
Yeah, and they were like, you know what, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was really.
Remember
well
they tried to
done.
do Psycho? Shot for shot?
Yeah, Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn and
Vince
Anne Heche.
Vaughn.
That was an interesting thing to do, though. I like that they were trying to do it shot for shot. That's neat. That's not on the list, though.
Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead is on here.
Oh, good one.
That is number 16.
Oh, wasn't Ving Rhames was in that?
Yeah, I think that was that Night of the Living Dead or the other one? What's the other zombie movie that's a remake?
The one within the mall?
Yeah, there's 2 zombie genres that got remade. One is Night of the Living Dead, and one is I can't remember the other one.
Why don't you just give us a
Dawn
list?
of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead came out in 1978 and then came out again in 2004. That's number 2 on the
really
list.
Good.
It was good.
Man, I can't think of any other remakes.
I can't either.
Well, let me give them to you.
I'm not a horror movie guy.
This is interesting to think about because I mean, I've seen pretty much every movie on this list, and some of them I just didn't realize were remakes. So number 10, Evil Dead from 1981. It was redone in 2013. The Crazies came out in 2010. That was a 1973 movie. Hills Have Eyes came out in 06. That was an original in 1977. The Ring, remember this? It was a Japanese movie in the 90s.
Oh, that counts?
Oh, wasn't there a new Firestarter?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Twisted Firestarter.
I'd never seen that with little baby Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
The Ring was so
Her hair's
freaking
all
good,
crazy
dude.
on the cover.
I was good, and I remember whenever somebody's like, it's a remake of a Japanese film, I was like, no way.
Yeah.
I loved it. 13 Ghosts from 2001. That was originally released in 1960. Bram Stoker's Dracula has been done a million times. The original with Bela Lugosi in 1931. This one is the one with Keanu Reeves in 92. The Fly came out in 1958 and was redone in
Jeff Goldblum,
1986.
I didn't know that was a remake.
It from 2017 and the sequel in 2019. Dawn of the Dead in 2004. And then the number 1 movie on this list was a 1951 movie originally called The Thing from Another World, was remade in 1982 to simply The Thing.
That's right.
And that is your crap on celebrities.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Evan from Dear Evan Hansen. Ben Platt is 31. Stephanie McMahon, former WWE wrestler who married Triple H and is Vince McMahon's daughter, is 48. Nia Vardalos, she's from My Big Fat Greek Wedding. She's 62. Kevin Sorbo.
Hercules.
Hey.
Yeah, by the way, I was on Prime yesterday. We were watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy again, and it was like suggested viewing.
Hercules?
And it says Xena and Hercules, and I just put on the trailer of Hercules. I mean, it is
so cheesy.
It is worse than Power Rangers cheesy.
Worse.
Really?
And all
Yeah,
I thought was,
terrible.
how did adults watch this? For
was
whatever-
nothing else.
It was like 15 seasons or something silly.
There were 5 channels.
Kevin Sorbo is 66, and Mean Joe Green, the Pittsburgh Steelers legend, is 78 years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Sabrine Maui. And today's birthday girl's been in 263 fine films, including Agent 69, in a movie called The Asian Fish Market, The Asian Mouth Club 2,
What?
Astravaganza 1, Booty Emergency, Clash of the Thai Teens, Fast Times at Deep Crack High 12, Teenage Brother Lovers 1, and who can forget a role in 2003's Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir.
Sabrine Maui is 44 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays.
Stuck
And that
in
was
the
your
middle
crap
with
on
you.
celebrities. Reservoir Dogs. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We will give away some tickets. We're going to play 3 and 5. So Moon's going to give you a category. You name 3 things in that category within 5 seconds. 2 out of 3 categories right, you win your choice of prizes. No ums or ahs to start your answer. The judges are firm today. Lern, Rafe, and King Scott. You have a chance to win Pointer Guys tickets. You got a chance to win tickets to go see Seether and Skillet, tickets to go see Primus in a Perfect Circle, and tickets to go see Kaleo. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. 3 and 5 next. 8:33. Tuesday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWG Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. We got delays 270 eastbound between 44 and Manchester, average speed about 20 miles an hour. Right lane blocked and a right-hand shoulder blocked due to a car fire, 55 northbound at Merrimack Bottom Road. Your point forecast, less rain, but spotty showers are possible. High of 74. Right now it is 66 at the Point Studio.
All right, we're going to play 3 in 5. Simple game. Moon's going to give you a category. You name 3 things in that category within 5 seconds. 2 out of 3 categories right, you win your choice of prizes. And prizes for today: tickets for the Pointer Guy show featuring Breaking Benjamin at Stained. That is 1 week from today at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. We got tickets to go see Seether and Skillet, St. Louis Music Park, on the 3rd of October. That's next Thursday. We got tickets for the Sesanta Tour featuring Primus, A Perfect Circle, and Pussifer, May 29th at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. And we got tickets to go see Kaleo, not this Friday, but next Friday over at the Factory. Hey, don't forget, no ums or ahs to start your answer. The judges are all paying attention intently. They're there if you mess up, and they will call your ass out. They are not playing around today. All right, 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Let's go to Hank in Maplewood. Good morning, Hank.
Good morning. Happy birthday, Rizz.
Thanks, buddy. All right, Hank, are you ready to play?
I am ready.
Here we go, 3 and 5.
Hank, name me 3 things found in a bathroom.
Toothbrush, toilet, shower.
Love it.
There you go. Simple as that. 1 correct. Next.
Name me 3 different ways to dry something.
Towel, electric dryer, mop.
Yes.
Do you dry with a mop?
You can dry with a mop.
Come up, dude. It's a thing.
Okay. Judges say yes. Hang on, Hank. Okay, judges gave it to you. You mop things with a mop. Oh, I guess you mop. Yeah, if you
mop
spill
things
something,
up.
you mop it up. You dry it up. A mop is very absorbent.
I love mops, man.
Man, if we didn't already have a podcast title, I love mops,
man. Justin, hello.
What?
Good morning, Rizzuto Show. Happy birthday, Rizz.
Thank you, Justin. Here we go.
Name 3 winter Olympic sports.
Snowboarding, skiing.
Who was that first one?
I think he said
Bobsledding.
Bobsledding. Okay.
sounded like snow smelling. I'm like, right on.
Snow smelling, yes.
It's a sport.
That is a sport. Next.
Name 3 jobs considered to be difficult.
Marketing.
Freaking connection.
Throw your phone away. It's costing you tickets.
Yeah.
I'm gonna X you out because your phone crapped out. So, last one.
I'm sorry.
Here we
Is
go.
that better?
Name 3 former vice presidents.
Abraham Lincoln, Jefferson, and
Okay, no.
We'll go ahead and blame it on the...
No, he was waiting.
Why wouldn't you just go backwards? Joe Biden, Mike Pence, Dick
I
Cheney.
always said Abraham Lincoln was not a vice president. As far as I know, you're looking at me like I'm wrong. Abraham Lincoln was not a vice president, correct?
Lincoln had a better phone
Hey,
connection,
you
too.
said it with confidence and then immediately walked it back.
Yeah, well, the way you looked at me, and
Stand strong in your facts.
Nah, man.
he was not. The old rail
Says he
splitter.
was the vice president of cool.
Cool beards. Coraline, hello. Hello.
Hey, hello. Happy birthday.
Thank you. All right, here we go.
Name 3 famous DJs.
No. Next.
Name 3 Olympic athletes.
Simone Biles, Noah Lyles.
No.
Dang, so close.
Simone Biles is coming in town. Did you see that?
For what? She's hanging out?
She's just hanging out, dude.
Her husband's from here.
Oh, I didn't know that. She's coming in town to have an event, and I believe she's going to be flipping all over the place. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah. A lot of those, like, athletes, especially the gymnasts and the ice skaters, they tour.
Mm-hmm. I saw Krista Yamaguchi after she won.
You gooched? You saw the gooch?
I saw the gooch.
That's awesome. Live?
Live. It was
Live
freaking
gooch.
sweet.
Did she
man.
play the hit?
She played the hit, all the hits, the Lutz, the
sow cow?
the sow cow.
Yeah, the toe loop.
The guy on the phone sounded like, you remember those talking sticks you flip?
Yes.
His answer was like, Simone Biles, Lord Isles. Felt like one of those rain sticks when you were a kid.
Joe, hello. Hey, Joe.
Whatever
No,
that line
Joe.
is, that line sucks. Whatever that is.
This
Every
whole
week.
thing sucks. Ryan, hello.
Hey, morning, Rizz. Hey, my stepson's name is Gary, and he's 6, so the name's being kept alive.
Gary. We found the Gary.
Young Gary.
Ryan,
What does Gary want to
Just
be?
give him
You got
tickets.
tickets.
Gary, you got tickets.
Take Gary to a concert.
Take Gary to a concert.
gets tickets.
Encourage him to do something great with his life.
How quick did that happen? Gary is sunshine. Did you hear that? Like, you were like, this whole thing sucks. And then he went, my stepson's 6, and his name
6-year-old
Gary. And he
Gary.
went,
We all got happy.
"It's,
Is he gone?
Shout out to the parents of
Scott,
Gary.
find out what Gary wants to be when he grows up.
Still here.
Ryan, you there? Hello.
Ryan, what does
Yeah, I'm
Gary?
here.
What's Gary want to be when he grows up?
YouTuber, which we're trying to fix
26
that.
years
but,
old.
You know, yeah.
That's all right.
Listen, Gary.
Let him dream, man.
Gary needs to aspire to great things.
You take Gary
Right.
to Pucifer.
First of all, you got to have your niche, and he's going to be the only guy named Gary in his age bracket, so
Yeah.
it might work out.
There
as a
needs to be
YouTube
one
star.
Gary to rule them all.
Yes. Your job.
And in the
You are
YouTube,
now.
bind them.
You are now the Obi-Wan to this young Gary. Choose your concert wisely and mold this young man to be great.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hang on, Ryan. Ryan, father of Gary.
First of his name.
Stepfather of Gary. Mike, hello.
Tiny Gary.
Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Mike. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
Great. Okay, here we go.
Name 3 prime ministers.
Nope.
Yep.
Justin Trudeau.
You couldn't
That's
even.
the
I
only
mean,
one.
you could go with so many. You could go with Thatcher. You could go with friggin'
Yeah, go ahead.
World War II.
Churchill?
Churchill. Thank you. I mean, there's a few to choose.
No,
from
there's a
out
lot to choose from, but go ahead in 5 seconds.
So simple.
there. I don't have to. Don't look
You
at
got
me.
the dude
Okay,
from
okay.
Ace of
Do it
Base.
like Mark
Or
Wahlberg
no, the guy.
instead.
What was the guy who sang "Pop Goes the Weasel"?
Yeah,
That guy was the prime minister, right?
I think so.
You was Lincoln
White guy with a cane.
vice president over there a second ago. Now you're looking at me.
I am. Look, you came up with the question.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mike's on the phone. Let's not.
Hi, Mike.
Let's not forget
Hello.
that.
Mike, name 3 famous martial arts movies.
Have a good day, guys.
Oh,
Come on, Karate Kid 2.
The next Karate
I would
Kid.
even take a Ninja Turtle.
Into the Dragon. There's so many.
Sidekicks, dude.
Sidekicks. Yeah. I would have accepted Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah, dude. What's the one with the 3 with Colt and Dum Dum or Tum Tum and 3 ninjas?
Three
Three
Ninjas.
ninjas.
Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yeah. There's a lot to
We would have
choose
been
from.
very accepting. Any Van Damme Seagal flick.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bloodsport,
absolutely.
You're in.
would've counted.
Absolutely.
Not even one, dude. Last Dragon.
I want to know if Sidekicks is on any streaming
Last
service. I look
Dragon
for it all the time. I
was a
loved
great
that
movie.
movie
It
as a kid.
Sidekicks.
Yes, Jonathan Brandis and Chuck Norris.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Kung
It's a really
Fu.
good one.
Dude, Last Dragon. Does that get its due?
I don't think so.
What a great movie.
Great move. Great film.
That's a piece of cinema. Pretty Woman, my ass.
Pretty Woman is also good.
Dude, at
And
the
if
end,
you'd
she
gotten to
beats
the
the hell
end,
out of somebody kung fu style. It's
She
sweet.
does.
Yeah,
Mark?
Pretty Woman would have counted.
Hi, Mark.
Hi. Hey, I don't know anybody named Gary, but we are leaving for Disney World today, this
Oh,
evening.
sweet.
So pray we get there good.
Are you taking kids?
That hurricane's beautiful.
Are you
Yeah,
taking-
we got a Category 3 hurricane going down there with us.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
Wait, are you taking children with you?
Yeah, 2 of them. My youngest.
Cool.
All right.
Have a
Well,
great
have a
trip.
good time, Mark. Have a great trip.
Sweet, man.
Be safe down there. Hopefully, the hurricane doesn't spoil some of the plans, but maybe you can win some tickets. Let's
Yeah,
go.
We're
starting
trying.
off with some
We're-
tickets.
let's do it.
Name 3 underwater creatures.
Sea turtle, fish, sharks.
Nah, under the sea, under the sea. No, he said,
He said,
Was it a UA?
Said a sea
or was it
turtle.
a
sea turtle.
Be honest with us,
I said
Disneyland.
sea turtle, fish, and shark. That's what I said.
Sea turtle, though, so I'm going to give it to you. Next.
I said sea turtle.
You also said sharks.
Oh, I did too, though. You're right. All right, you're good.
Okay.
I lost.
Oh, you're good.
You're good.
All right. Name 3 different gemstones.
I did it again.
Have a good time at Disney, Ted.
Have
See
a
you later.
great time. It's Mark.
Oh, Mark.
Do you call him Ted? Ted. Find me a 6-year-old Ted, and you could have tickets
I
too.
do know a young Teddy.
Is it a Theodore?
Teddy. I didn't say nothing about Teddy.
Yeah, you
I
call
know.
him Ted.
I know a Teddy in middle school as well.
My wife's cousin's kid, so I'm just going to call him Ted.
But is his name Theodore and they call him Ted?
Doesn't count, man.
I'm talking born Ted.
Yeah, Ted.
No
is,
Teddy, no
Ted,
Theodore.
Ted is
Yeah,
on
but
a pedestal.
Theodore is not. Ted is not a.
Gary is not short for anything.
Gary is Gary, but Ted is short for Theodore.
I know. And what I'm saying to you is just straight Ted.
Ted is a choice. I understand that. Okay, but it's still. It doesn't
Gary is
count.
not a choice.
Gary's a
Gary is
lifestyle.
You're born Gary.
Gary is a
You
lifestyle.
choose Ted.
Yeah, you choose Ted.
Ted has options.
Gary's got no options.
I was born this way, okay?
Tiffany, hello.
I was born Gary. No one chooses to be Gary. You're born that way.
All right, Tiffany, you ready to play?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Name 3 countries in the Middle East.
Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan.
I mean, you're odd.
Yeah.
It's not Iraq. It's
You
just
said
Iraq.
Iraq.
Yeah. Nah.
Would have had it, though.
Would have had it.
That was good.
You blew it, Tiffany.
Impressive.
Next.
Name 3 different types of medication.
Tylenol, Xanax.
You're odd. Again. You can't.
That sentence is yad. It sounds like a ancient insult. You ud. You ud.
You're
Yeah,
odd.
caveman slang.
I wanted to give her tickets, too.
I know you did.
Sounded like that bicep injury from earlier.
You ud.
What was that called?
Rabad.
Rabad Ya'ud.
Rabad.
I am Rabad Ya'ud.
One more.
Arab.
Rafe, pick 3 or 4.
3.
Christy, hello.
Hi.
Oh, hi. All right, here we go. Final contestant.
Christy,
Take it easy.
Christy, name 3 people that were assassinated.
President Lincoln, President McKinley.
Oh, not even the most
JFK.
famous one.
And JFK, nowhere to be found.
Oh my God.
McKinley, wow.
Not even the most famous
Got
one.
McKinley and couldn't pull JFK.
Was she
out of
going
her
in
head.
order? Was McKinley after Lincoln? He was the 16th.
No, yeah.
Lincoln was before.
Oh, okay.
Lincoln,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
McKinley,
Wow.
Kennedy.
Impressive.
I didn't even say president. I just said people, too. But you keep it American.
Here we go. Next.
Name 3 famous horror movies.
Freddy Krueger.
That's not a
No.
Nightmare on Elm Street, babe.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's all
I
right.
thought that would be a kind of more of a slow pitch, just because we had just
We
in
just
your
went
list.
through a bunch of
That's
them.
why I
Yeah.
went.
And there's a million of them.
Sorry, I was trying to.
I mean, we would have even accepted like horror,
man.
like Hocus Pocus.
or
you know?
Alien.
Sorry, I meant to say 4. Number 4.
Well, okay.
What? Yeah, 4.
Greg, hello.
Yes.
All right, Greg. This is it. Final contestant. Let's go.
Name 3 movies with witches.
The Witches of Eastwick.
Wizard of Oz.
Hocus Pocus.
Wizard of
Witches.
Oz. Wizard of Oz.
Harry Potter.
Practical
Okay,
Magic.
that's all right. That's all right. Well, we're going to rebound here,
All
Greg.
the
Here we
best
go.
movies.
Crap.
Okay. All right. Name 3 circus acts.
Killing it.
Glad we threw it to you, Greg. Glad that we
Hey,
glad we threw it to caller 4.
I tried to bring it down from Tough Tuesday a level. I mean, these
You
are
did a good
these
job,
are
Moon.
doable. Yeah,
Those were good.
I feel bad. I feel bad.
We all did
Rafe?
our job today.
Am I poor hosting here?
Rafe, name 3 circus acts.
Trapeze, lion tamer, gymnast.
Done.
Oh, gymnast?
Whatever. Give it to
Whatever.
him. Clowns are
Aerial.
bouncing around like
Aerial
you don't know
artist.
what.
What's the difference?
Aeriolio.
The
Pair on a
people that flip.
motorcycle.
The flippers.
The flippy floppers.
Wouldn't you call those gymnasts?
Bearded lady.
I don't know if they're gymnasts at the. I mean, they are.
I think I should get it.
I'm the
All
judge
right.
and I say let him have it.
You're going to go see Skillet and Seether.
Cool.
Hey,
Thanks.
listen, the bright side is young Gary's going to see his first concert.
That's
I'm
right.
so excited for Gary.
Gary's going to Kaleo. It's going to change his life.
Yes. All right, thanks. All right, your emails are next. It is 8:59. It is Tuesday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. We have delays 270 eastbound between 44 and Big Bend. Still, there is that right lane blocked and a right-hand shoulder blocked due to a car fire. 55 northbound at Merrimack Bottom Road. Your point forecast, less rain, but spotty showers are possible. High of 74 right now. It's 65 at the Point Studio.
Before we get to emails, let me tell you the story of a guy who had a runny nose for 6 years. A constant runny nose for 6 years. He could not get rid of it. Didn't have a cold, just had a runny nose for 6 years.
This wasn't the Lego guy that had a Lego stuck up his nose.
No, he certainly did not. 20-year-old guy, runny nose, been suffering for 6 years. Turns out it was his brain bulging through a hole in his skull.
Oh my gosh, brain fluid?
It was
even
brain
mucus?
fluid. This man was leaking brain fluid for 6 years out of his nose.
New fear unlocked.
Leaky brain.
And that's why I tell you these things. So the guy's from Syria. He'd been suffering from a chronic runny nose, headaches, and seizures after having experienced a head injury. What he thought was a cold was actually leakage of cerebrospinal fluid, the clear fluid that protects the brain and spine. So the issue started after he was in a car accident 6 years ago. He sustained a head injury, refused medical treatment at the time.
Oh.
He then began experiencing moderate headaches and seizures as well as a runny nose. After imaging was taken of the guy's brain, doctors were like, you got something where your brain matter is escaping through openings in your skull, such as your nasal cavity.
People got to stop doing that, man. I know there's a super fine line, too, about, declining medical treatment. I forget the story, but somebody had just told me that they had somebody in their life that got really hurt. I don't remember if it was a car accident or something else, but they refused help. They refused medical treatment.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it was based on what it's usually based on, and that's I don't want a $500 ambulance ride. Or,
and that turns people off. Like, I don't want to pay for it, so I'm not going to go.
Yeah, and I totally get it. I'm right there with you. There's been a few instances where it's cost me so much more to go immediately than I should have waited. So I understand there's a fine line there, but man, dude, if you have a head injury, a car accident, you're refusing.
Well, this is something called encephalocele. Encephalocele. It's a rare birth defect that results in the tissue that covers the brain and possibly portions of the brain itself, which causes it to protrude through openings in the skull. This birth defect happens 1 per 10,400 births, or about 375 babies a year. In some cases, a person can develop this after experiencing some kind of trauma or injury to their head or brain, and the condition can develop years after the initial injury if the patient refuses treatment. So losing that brain fluid, no bueno. Can damage blood supply to the brain function, also increases the risk of brain injury because the fluid acts as a protective cushion. In case you hit your head, you got that brain fluid in there, helping your brain out.
There's some dude out there that's had a runny nose for 4 days. It's like, I am freaking out.
Yeah.
What does the brain fluid smell like, I wonder?
I don't know. They said it's a clear.
Yeah,
so he's thinking it's just
in your head.
And he's probably like, when you have a runny nose and it goes in your mouth.
Yeah.
Especially when it's cold out.
Stop licking your lips.
You put your tongue back up and you're like,
I don't like
Ew,
this.
this is gross.
All right, let's get to some emails. RizzShow1057thepoint.com.
Emails are brought to you by Kloss Furniture. We have lowest prices guaranteed. We have something for everybody. We'll start with entertainment reviews. I truly hope you do bring back the overdue movie reviews. I laughed so hard listening to that segment. As somebody who's never seen Pretty Woman, I enjoyed Rizz's assessment of the first 30 minutes.
Loved the first 30 minutes of it.
Even more, I enjoyed the discussion of Crocodile Dundee. In summary, please continue the overdue movie reviews. Giving up on it now would be like Sue marrying Richard. Don't marry Richard. Thanks. 5 out of 5 stars.
I think
Adam.
listen, anybody could do a movie review. Movie reviews are done all the time, but nobody reviews just the first 30 minutes. This is something unique.
Don't try to make this into your hand of logic.
Opening.
Anybody,
you know what? Let's just all watch the end credits of a movie.
Anybody could review a full movie.
That's true.
But 30 minutes?
Like what you think's going to happen?
Something truly special.
That is very
You're
special.
special, all right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay.
I tried to introduce something that had quite literally the lowest level of out-of-work commitment, which was to sit on your ass and watch a popular movie, which we all do anyway.
I tried.
You only could invest 30 minutes.
I didn't like it.
Let me tell you this. I have another one for you.
Gummo.
Where the Heart Is with Natalie Portman.
Why does it got to be these romantic comedies?
Because these are the movies you haven't seen. You and I have seen a lot of the same movies.
Is that even a comedy?
There are funny parts. You will find it hysterical because of how Hoosier it is.
Is it listed under a romantic comedy or just romance?
It's like it's romance. I don't know. It's an
What
interesting
movies-
movie.
what's this called?
Where the Heart Is. Dude, she has a baby in the Walmart in the first 30 minutes of the movie. I think it's going to hook you. And she hates fives. I've talked about this movie before. You need
I
to
think
see
I
it.
have heard you talk about it. Is it a bathroom baby?
No, it's an aisle baby. It's aisle 7 baby. Okay.
Clean up in aisle 7.
It's an aisle. It's an aisle.
Dude, she has
Aisle
a
7
baby,
baby, huh?
in aisle 6 or aisle 4, and she names the baby Americus. It's a great story. And actually, as Rafe was talking about having the job at the Kmart, dude, you're Moses Whitecotton, the photographer in that movie.
You seen this movie?
Yeah.
I have to be honest, I had
kinda
zero
wild.
interest before, and after this explanation, I have less.
Not selling it.
I got it on DVD because a listener mailed
I
it
don't
to me
even
last
have a
year as a
DVD
gift.
player.
I'll give you my DVD player.
Now it's a whole thing. And now
I'm not
you.
plugging things in.
Yeah, dude.
now it's
Tomorrow I'm bringing in my DVD player that freaking where the heart is. You
Tell you
can
what,
watch it.
dude, Lern and I will just print out the script and we'll act out the movie for you tomorrow.
I will have a
For the-
baby in the hallway.
For the first hour. I'll
will-
be Moses Whitecotton. This is a role I've researched inadvertently.
Moses Whitecotton is his
He's
name?
a black man. Yes, I think it's Keith David.
Yes,
is
I don't
the,
think I'll get...
Keith David's
Yeah.
a great actor.
He's
Great
a
actor.
great actor, dude.
One of the best character actors of our time.
He's in the movie. He's the
Keith
photographer.
David, is that the dad from Something About Mary?
Yes.
He's also
Yes, and he's in
King in Platoon. He's in Requiem for a Dream.
Requiem
Yeah.
for a Dream.
Okay.
He's been in a lot,
I don't need your DVD
character
player.
roles.
Next.
Hey guys, I'm King Scott.
Hey.
Was invited to a B-Day party a couple months ago. This couple that I've known for many years, I introduced them to one another. I was unable to attend, but I saw something in a video that's from said party that was questionable to me. A few years back, the wife cheated on the husband. Times were really tough.
Was it a Diddy party?
They worked through it and now have a couple kids and everything seems happy. The guy the wife cheated on her husband with was at the party hanging out. It's been a few years and I know that time heals wounds, but does it heal that kind of thing? If I was married and was cheated on, I'd like to think that if things worked out, that the person I cheated on with would never be in my picture again. Thoughts?
Okay, so you were invited to your buddy's birthday. That the wife threw the party?
I guess so.
Okay. You introduced them actually as a couple. So you weren't able to attend the party, but you saw pictures or video, and you noticed at the party, the wife had cheated on the husband years ago.
Years ago.
And the guy who she cheated on the husband with was there at the party as a guest.
Yes.
So what does this guy want to do? He wants to tell the buddy?
No. Just thought that. Oh no, I didn't even think about that. I think everybody knows that it was this guy. Oh, I didn't even feel that twist in this email.
That's what I first thought he was asking.
Oh, this person just said thoughts. I would like to think that this guy's gone forever, but like I don't know. It's a new
Does
angle.
everybody know that he's the guy that...
Does the husband know that the guy that your wife cheated on you with is there?
I assumed
I would
that
hope
in
so.
the email, but maybe that just makes an ass out of me.
First of all, the balls, the chutzpah of the guy to go to your... Man, that got me a little heated, I'll be honest with you.
Oh wow!
Well, how
Okay,
do
so-
they know? You don't know who's coming to the party, though.
So you're
if
with
you got
the
a
email.
mutual
So
friend.
it's my birthday.
Yeah.
I mean, she would never do this, but let's say my wife cheated on me. And the guy that she cheated on me with is at my birthday party.
Right.
Get the hell out of here.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you're with the
that's messed
emailer on this.
Yeah.
I'm
if
not
it's your
going to. No,
birthday.
I wouldn't tell because if they.
Well, the emailer, I'm not sure is even saying, should I tell? They're just saying, like, what do you think about this scenario?
Oh, the guy is a scumbag for showing up, and the wife is a scumbag for inviting.
Yeah, that's a bad situation all around.
How horrible!
Dang.
Yeah, but I mean,
Like, you
maybe they'll
a-hole.
move on. But, maybe they'll fist fight it out in the parking lot. I don't know. You know, sometimes that happens, and that's the end.
That's heavy, boy.
The Rafe thoughts?
None. I'm scared.
Threesome situation? I don't know. What are you thinking?
I got cheated on once, and I knew the girl that did it. She wasn't my friend. She was friends with my ex. Like, the guy I was dating, he, like, messed around with her, and then his buddy told me about it, and then I broke up with him. And I never really had to see her again. I mean, I don't
Imagine
think
she showed up to your birthday party,
Yeah, that'd be weird. We would have words.
but you didn't. But
Give me a
even
quick
if
bullet point of the details again.
Okay. Wife throws husband birthday party.
Correct. Because I think I read this email last week.
Wife throws husband birthday party.
Correct.
Wife cheated on husband at some point
With dude.
with dude who also showed up at party as guest.
Assuming they're all friends?
That's what I assumed in the email.
Is he the guest of somebody who was invited?
That's what I assumed. When I read this last week, I kind of took it as this was probably like, hey, I slept with your buddy Randy.
Wow.
Got drunk and banged Randy. All is forgiven.
But Randy to show up.
The ball's on Randy.
The ball's on Randy.
At the birthday party?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's been forgiven and it's been talked about and they're all still friends.
You're out. My birthday party, even though I've quote unquote forgiven you,
Yeah.
I still haven't all the way forgiven you.
Well, you forgave your wife. She owed you a lot more than Randy owed you.
Okay, but I don't got to see Randy.
But you got to see her.
Okay, I got to see her.
At your birthday party.
But she's my wife, and I've quote unquote I've forgiven her.
We got kids now.
You forgave Randy.
Yeah, let Randy forgive
Randy's
Randy.
a good time. That's why she
I
banged him
didn't
in the
forgive
first
Randy.
place.
I would be asking the wife, why the hell's Randy here?
Well, she's like, you're going to be busy all night. Randy keeps me company. Randy keeps Trish warm.
Randy,
I've decided this is Randy and Trish, and that's how it's going to be in my head.
he should not be at the party.
No.
Randy should scumbag should excuse. I don't think it's right.
Yeah, it sucks.
What does Randy look like? What's his style?
Yeah,
That
who's
matters.
hotter,
It's like
Randy or the
steampunk.
guy that
He's like
emailed?
steampunk style.
Okay, then
Randy's
no.
not
But if he
emailing
has
the
like a
morning show about his
mullet,
problems,
cut off
so
sleeves.
That's one point in Randy's camp.
That's the point in Randy's camp.
No, nothing in Randy's camp.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Denied. No, I'm kidding.
Even if Randy was invited and the husband didn't know, you don't go.
Yeah, that is awkward. Again, unless there's a fist fight planned, you never
Maybe
know.
that's a gift.
Yeah, you beat the hell out of me. I'm Randy. I'm here to get the hell
Randy
beaten
doesn't
out of me.
know that he's got what he's got coming to him at the party.
Karma party.
Okay, next.
I put this in the food section. I started dating a woman not long ago, and everything has been amazing up until this very moment. She ordered Domino's for us and her kids, and I offered to pay like a total stud, but she said that she had already paid. I asked about the tip, and she said that was all covered too, and I'm like, damn, no boyfriend points. While waiting, she opened a package containing her new license plates. Boom, opportunity. I grabbed a screwdriver and I got to work. The pizza came while I was outside, so I grabbed it and I said, thank you. And while I was opening the door, the delivery guy said, you got it? And I said, yeah, all good, thanks, man. And went in. The interaction seemed so odd, so I checked the receipt. No friggin' tip. Now I look like an a-hole and can never order Domino's again. I'm almost positive it was a simple mistake, but what if it wasn't? I'm only semi-serious, but would you consider ending a new relationship for something like this?
1,000%.
What's the pettiest thing you've ever dumped somebody for? Sent from my Alexa Play Smooth by Santana.
A thrifty wife sounds cool.
No, this is.
You wouldn't end the relationship?
Yeah, of course.
You would.
Of course I would.
It's over.
She
How hot
forgot
is she?
to
Put the pizza
she
in your
forgot.
car and take it home. This is over.
How hot is she?
She's super
Good
hot,
question.
Oh, super hot. I can forgive a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hot enough he's putting her license plates on, you know?
Oh yes, couple turns of the screwdriver. Yes, you're a real mechanic.
You look like a hero, though.
You're a real mechanic over there.
What's the pettiest thing you've dumped somebody for, he says? Because it seems like this is the direction he's going
I've
with
never
this.
dumped somebody over something petty.
Bad breath. I mean, is that petty, though? That's just hygiene.
I don't think that's petty.
I was like, ugh.
I dumped somebody over not liking Tom Petty.
Now that's
That
for
makes
real. He was
Now
an
that
American
is the
treasure.
pettiest thing
That's
you've
true.
ever done.
That's hella petty.
That's very fair.
That's
You
all
like Richard Petty? You like Tom Petty?
Kyle?
You like if you dislike one Petty, I'm out.
Lori
Yeah.
Petty.
Who's Lloyd Petty?
Lori Petty. Leave it
Lori.
alone.
Oh, Lori. Yes.
Yes.
You like Pet Shop Boys?
In the army now.
In the army now. That's right. What was the? She was the main character of that '90s movie where she's
Tank Girl?
Tank Girl.
Tank Girl. Yes.
Her best role is clearly, though, Free Willy.
Of course it is.
Have you dumped somebody over something petty, Rafe?
That's a good question. Probably in my youth, I'm sure. When you're young and you're gonna live forever and you're single and you're like looking for a reason to be single, I've probably like ruled people out for dumb reasons, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything specifically.
I was just happy a girl was paying attention to me. Who am I to
Yeah, me too.
petty anything.
I had
Yeah,
a buddy,
me too.
like, he really liked the girl, and he, like, broke up with her because she sent him a Big Lebowski quote. And I was like, why does that bother you?
Oh, God, which
awesome.
one?
Which quote?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
The
think
dude
it's like,
abides?
yeah, something like that, or give
Our
us some
life
money,
is in your
Lebowski.
hands,
And I'm
dude.
like, why does that bother you? And he's like,
It's a great movie.
The closest thing I can think
movie's
of.
old, and if that's her sense of humor,
I'm out.
and I go, what
Coen Brothers.
are you talking about? I'm like, that's our exact sense of humor. Like,
Yeah, that's
it
kinda
just
cool.
felt like he was like he had just gotten broken up with,
Oh.
and I think he was looking for a reason not to like. You know what I mean? Like, I think you
Yeah.
go through phases where you're looking for a reason not to like someone. You can latch on to anything
Yeah.
petty.
When I was super young, high school, I had this gal who I guess we were dating. She was into me. It wasn't dating really, but we held hands. I think it was Six Flags or something like that. And
Mine Train? Right on.
It could have been. It could have been. And all I remember is I was like, her hand feels really weird. She's got a weird hand.
Cold, clammy hand.
dude.
Nice and hairy.
It just felt weird. And then while
Hairy, yes.
I was holding her hand, thinking like, is this a match? Maybe this is not a match.
Dude.
And she was beautiful too. She went on to tell me for an extended period of time how she's terrified of knives. And all I remember thinking is, yeah, I mean, we're all afraid of being stabbed. I don't think anybody's like stoked on the idea of being hit with a knife. But she just kept on going. And something very mature in me said, you know what? I think there's some problems behind the curtains here that I'm not going to want to deal with as a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
And I think I'm out of this.
You just triggered a repressed memory in me, dude. I did break up with the girl, or just didn't even break up with her. Like, went out on one date and called it because she had sandpaper hands.
Rough hands?
Super rough. I'm talking lava soap rough.
Huh.
And I was like,
what
what's
grit?
going? Like, I think we were like walking down Navy Pier in Chicago, and I remember she like held my hand, and I was like, whoa, what the hell's going on? That's like number
Just really
5
dry
grit.
out.
Like a lizard tongue.
Dude, it's like a cat's tongue on my hand, and I was like, I just started thinking about if it progressed to the next level.
Oh, yeah, you don't want none of that.
You're not whittling me down to a number 2 pencil. No thanks. I don't need sawdust flying off.
All right.
Hey, you get it exfoliated, though. It's pretty nice.
All right, thank you.
Dad's shutting it down.
I will take a break. We'll come back with sports.
Bless
Man,
you.
Sneezing fit. I think my spinal fluid's coming out.
I do like how on the show, like random stories, we'll trigger other stories that we haven't thought about in decades.
I literally had not even thought about it since it happened until you said that, and I go, sandpaper hands. I referred to her as that, and I feel bad about that.
It's like an episode of Seinfeld. All right, 9:27.
Man hands?
Man hands. 9:27. Tuesday, traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. We got a right lane block still and a right-hand shoulder block due to that car fire 55 northbound on Merrimack Bottom Road. Your point forecast, less rain, but spotty showers are possible. High of 74, but right now it's 65 at the Point Studio.
Dude, I almost forgot.
Would you almost forget?
Somebody's got to get shot today for the Pick'em Challenge.
Don't worry. It's on my sheet right
Oh,
here.
I almost forgot.
Why are you looking at me? I haven't looked.
No reason.
Don't
You
look.
looked right at me.
After last night's 2 Monday Night Football games, that brings the NFL Week 3 to an official close. And we did tell you yesterday that the Fast Lane beat our asses. They actually took us behind the woodshed and beat the hell out of us.
Yeah, final score, Fastlane 40, RizzShow 31.
Close.
Yikes.
Hey, we broke 30, guys.
Yeah, that's true.
That's cool.
I think we could have doubled the leader's score and still lost.
Yeah. I won the week with how many? 7?
You won the week for our team with 7.
7.
Rushed
Oh, God. God.
So weird. Week to week is odd. There's weeks that 12 will get you shot.
So dumb.
And there are weeks that
7 will win.
7
the
will
whole
win the
thing.
week. God, what a terrible showing by the Rizz Show.
Yeah, not good.
But, okay, so 7 is the winner for the Rizz Show. The loser, how many points?
6.
6.
Wow,
So it was
1
between
point.
It was between the 4 of you.
Yeah.
Moon.
You had 7, the rest of us had 6.
Rafe, Lern, and King Scott. So one of you is getting shot. Well, one of you is getting shot twice if it's Rafe.
It's obviously me because you've already tallied this up. I haven't looked, but I can tell. I can see the gleam in your eye.
Okay, well. All right, Moon. Tell us one person.
I know
who's
it's not Moon.
Tell us one person who's not getting shot.
It ain't me.
Okay,
It ain't me.
It ain't Moon's not getting shot.
He's out. I can tell by his reaction. He's not.
Is King Scott getting shot?
It ain't Scott.
Okay, so it's down to Lern
It ain't Scott.
and Rafe.
Yeah.
I meant,
Hold my hand.
So if it's Rafe in last place, he gets shot twice because he already lost 1 week.
That's right.
If it's Lern, it's her first shot of the year. And by the way, whoever loses is this week's dunce of the week.
That's right.
Worst of both teams.
That's great.
And Moon, tell us
Who gets
who
the
this
rose?
week's dunce of the week is.
With a difference of 7 points in the tiebreaker score. At plus 63,
Just
6
give the name.
points.
Our hands are so
Just give the
sweaty.
name.
The dunce of the week. Lern.
Really?
Your butt's saved, pal.
Ah, fooled you.
You
Looked at
did.
you on purpose.
You're really
Unclench your
selling.
cheeks.
You were selling my cheeks to get clapped today.
Yeah.
I'm glad I wore my thick underwear today.
So, you know what? We're going to start the sports report. Rafe, you take the gun, and why don't you shoot Lern?
Okay.
And Moon's going to do sports.
You're going to force me to execute Lern. Huh?
Yeah, in the middle of sports, by the way.
Sports
so.
brought to you by 19 Crimes
In the
Snoop
middle of
Dogg
it.
Smooth, the silky
Yeah,
red
shoot or
blend
whatever.
wine to kick back, relax, and enjoy. The Chicago White Sox have now lost their 120th game, tying the 1962 New York Mets for losses. They were in the lead against the Padres 2-1. She's bent over in the 8th inning.
Just keep going.
When it
Pay
all,
no attention to what's happening
When it
over
all
there.
fell apart for 3 runs for San Diego, who won 4-2. The White Sox had already tied the American League record of 119 losses set by the 2003 Detroit Tigers before they even played on Sunday. They have 6 games left. 3 at home against LA and 3 at Detroit. They'll take only 1 more loss for the White Sox to set a modern-day record for losses in baseball.
Congratulations.
That's
Sorry,
right.
bud.
cool, man. Good job.
St. Louis City SC's season is going to be over in a few weeks, but soccer in St. Louis and City Park are going to carry into November. This is huge news. The U.S. national team will announce Monday, it's announced that it's headed to St. Louis to do a home match in the quarterfinals of the CONCACAF Nations League on Monday, November 18th at City Park. The opponent is not going to be known until the end of October international window when the qualifiers from Group Play are determined. And the updated CONCACAF rankings determine seedings for the 4 teams. The U.S., Mexico, Canada, and Panama, they have buys into the quarterfinal round. The opponent could be a prominent team such as Costa Rica, Jamaica, or a less familiar foe as Suriname or Guadalupe. Either way, that's huge. Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark was unanimously named the 2024 Associated Press WNBA Rookie of the Year. It was announced a few days ago. This recognition follows Clark's achievement as the 4-time WNBA Rookie of the Month, 3-time WNBA Eastern Conference Player of the Week, and WNBA Eastern Conference Player of the Month in August. Clark joins Aaliyah Boston as the only Fever player to earn AP Rookie of the Year. Detroit Lions head coach Dan Campbell and his wife are selling their home due to security concerns after their address was leaked online last season. Quote, the neighborhood, everything, there's plenty of space. It's on 2 acres. The home is beautiful. It's just people figured out where we lived, and we lost.
Well, they lost the game, and people show up to his house, is what the story is.
Yeah, meaning
Really?
when he loses, when they lose, people have been coming to their house, and a lot of it has led to contractors showing up at the house for repairs that weren't needed as a prank. So people are like calling and saying, this is my address, I need an electrician over here. And then an electrician comes over, and they're like, what are you talking about, man?
Which is hilarious, but not nice.
Yeah, kind of a bummer for him. Asking price is $4.5 million. Let's see. And a breach of privacy news around the NFL, Tennessee Titans quarterback Will Levis told Main Street Nashville that he was forced to change his phone number after an old number was leaked recently as well, leading to unwanted messages from fans criticizing his play this season. I'm sure that didn't help after this weekend. I'm Moon, and that's your sports. Just doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it. Lern, you okay?
Yes.
She's fine.
You handled it nicely.
Make sure you check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring Moon, what is today's podcast title?
Read your Swoley Bible.
All right, read your Swoley Bible. All right, we got the number 2 show starting in 10 minutes exactly. Out on the Points YouTube page and the 105.7 The Point mobile app. What do you got, Moon?
Eureka Days, Saturday, 6 to 10. The Teenage Dirtbags are doing a few hours of alternative, and we are doing the Alabama Dirtbags 90s country set where it all started there, right at Eureka Days. That's coming up Saturday. The whole Eureka Days Festival is going all weekend, and man, it's going to be great. Super Smokers are going to be down there. I'm looking for some good food, some good rides. The family's coming. It's going to be a good time. We'll see you there.
All right, Lern.
Come and see me at Helen's from 6:30 to 8:30 with Jamie Rivers this Thursday. We're going to be there duking it out for the NFL Pick'em Challenge. Would love to see you.
Yep. Rafe.
Number 2 show in 10, 818-532-1420. There will be a chance for you to call in and talk to us if you want to do it live or leave a message.
King Scott.
Yeah, this Saturday from 7 to 9, I'll be at the Cobb Factory. Come out there. It's really fun. It's a good haunted house, and it's a great time. And also, if you're at a CrossFit gym today, keep an eye out for them and go wiggle some ropes.
All right. All right, we'll leave you with a selection from our teamers. Remember the day brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From Mineral Point, Missouri, Kelsey Reese is our...
Yeah, Kelsey.